not been released pending the investigation, but a preliminary investigation determined a red Chevy Corvette was traveling down Potts Nest Road into the Potts Bay community when the vehicle struck the bicyclist. The driver then lost control of the vehicle and ran off the roadway, hitting several trees. The bicyclist was pronounced dead on the scene. The driver of the Corvette was transported to BB Hospital with undisclosed injuries. Daily fantasy sports sites in Delaware remain legal, at least for now. State Secretary of Finance Tom Cook tells our sister station WDEL the state is reviewing the action taken by Nevada, which has shut down sites like DraftKings and FanDuel until they get a gambling license. The site requires customers to pay sign-up fees to draft virtual sports teams that compete for big prize money. The sites are also under investigation by the FBI for allegations of insider trading. Cook says the state is looking into Nevada's reasonings to see whether it applies in this state. Well, Sussex County Council member Sam Wilson is in the hospital. He was admitted at Christiana Hospital early Friday, according to his granddaughter, Ashley Becker, who tells Delaware 105.9.
I just want everyone in Sussex County to send some prayers and some positive vibes up to Sam to pop up, and just let him know that you guys are thinking about him, because positive thoughts is all we need. But as we know, Pop Up is very stubborn, so he's gonna pull through just fine. But right now, he just needs his rest.
Family members are not saying much about the reason for his hospitalization, and tests are still being done. There's no word on when he may be released. Sam Wilson was elected to Sussex County Council in 2008 and represents the 2nd District. He and his wife Helen live near Georgetown. And from the Weather Center, partly sunny and breezy today, high 60. Tonight, partly cloudy and chilly, a low 35. Get news and weather anytime at Delaware1059.com.
The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 105.9.
All right, everybody. Tell me when we're ready, Brooks.
We are ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Is Fran ready?
I think so.
All right.
He's just cued us to come on.
Is the public ready? Tell me when we're on.
I don't know if the public's ready. I don't know if the public is ever ready for Jim Weller.
Is the store open yet?
The store's open.
Are the donuts here?
Yes, they arrived at 6:45 this morning.
All right, so what? I just need to know when we're live.
We're live.
We're live and alive right here. Jim Weller here. That was Brooks Ritter, and we are sitting right inside Weller's Utility Trailers. Some people like to call it Wheeler's Utility Trailers. Wheelers, Wellers, whatever it takes, okay? Some people call me Jim Weller. Some people call me Jerry Weller. I'm fine. And there's been other words that have been used to describe me in my lifetime also. So I am vertically challenged. That's a fact. But other than that, I'm here. I'm wide awake. We got donuts. They were good. I've already sampled. I want to make sure they're perfect, so I try to always eat the first one. And I guess you eat the last one.
Usually, yes.
This is Jason Troyer, everybody. Okay. Anyway, good morning, folks, and we are doing our show right here in the store. We're open, so if you want to stop in, say hi, see what Made from Scratch Radio looks like. It's amazing how it looks. It looks like a bunch of wires. You know what I mean? And microphones and speakers and headphones and so on. So anyway, good morning. It's been a good week. We've been busy, got a lot of stuff going on, and we have a special guest here today. It's a young man I've grown to like. It's been very difficult, but he's doing a good job. Jason Troyer.
Well, thank you.
I've grown to like you.
It's good to be here.
Okay.
He is awfully tough to like, though.
Huh?
He's awfully tough to like.
Oh, he's just like a big jelly bean.
Everybody tells me I'm a likable guy.
Yeah, you're very likable.
We're not just going to go by what your mom says, okay?
That's the one that counts.
She's your biggest fan, other than your wife and kids and your son. That's your kids. Anyway.
Yeah, well, I got them together.
All right. Jason, what's on your mind today?
Well, we were going to talk about Dr. T.
Peninsula Chiropractic Center.
Yes.
And you're a big patient or fan?
Both.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, because you know how many people I meet that are just so skeptical about chiropractic care?
There's a lot. There's a lot.
They're like, who would go to a chiropractor? Tell me. Oh, you go ahead.
Well, I was going to say there's a lot to it.
Do you notice I'm trying not to bulldoze?
I do notice that.
It's just not working.
And I'm proud of you. You're getting better at it.
Okay. All right, I'm pretty good when I'm sleeping.
Yes.
All right, so Peninsula Chiropractic Center in Seaford, you are a customer and a fan.
Yes. And
So-
my daughter's also a customer there too. So
Is she a fan yet?
she is.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
I believe she is anyway.
Okay, and how old is she?
She is 8.
8, and she goes to a chiropractor.
Yes. She was having problems with hearing and nasal stuff, and he has actually adjusted her and has helped with that hearing problem.
Isn't that almost
It's-
unbelievable?
It really is.
And,
She's had other things done. I mean, we've done
Tubes in the ear.
all the surgeries, her tonsils out, and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, that's right.
And I would say the chiropractor was probably the most. I mean, the other the surgeries did stuff too, but I would say the chiropractic did the most.
Because it's
part of it.
almost instant results.
Correct.
In other words,
Right.
he could do an adjustment, and my theory on adjustments are like your spine and your neck and all your everything. It needs to be in alignment. So when it's out of alignment, your circulatory system, because your back and your spine, it affects everything in your body.
Correct. And it's
Or I
putting
guess your
pressure
circulatory
on parts that shouldn't have pressure on it, and there's
Right.
all kinds of nerves and stuff in there. And this is coming from Dr. Weller here.
Dr. Weller here. Well, I know Brandon told me he had a headache, and instantly it started being less of a headache.
Great.
And then I realized I had just left the room, so I didn't know what he was talking about. Yeah.
If you think of it like an alignment,
Okay,
like
on a
like,
car,
like a car. I mean, if your car's out of a line,
you'll still get down the road.
exactly, but you're going to start to wear your tires out.
Right.
Things are
They
gonna
may then start vibrating. The
Yep.
ride may not be as smooth.
It will start to cause other problems with your car.
Correct. You'll still get down the road,
That's correct.
but not as efficiently.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So you're more efficient
Yes, exactly.
after going to Dr. T.
I've been doing so much more work here now.
Now, do you deal with any of the other doctors? I think there's Dr. Budd and Dr. Adkins.
Yeah, I've been to both of those as well.
Okay.
I guess Dr. Atkins, he introduced himself to me as Dr. A. So I guess they
really?
all like just using their first letters. I don't know.
Or the personality traits.
Well, maybe that's
he's
what
a
it
type
was.
A
Yeah,
personality.
maybe.
Okay.
Maybe that was what he got. His grade was in school. Or something.
Or he was Dr. A. Right. Everybody else was B's, Dr.
Right.
Budd.
B's and C's.
Okay. All right. And so you've dealt with all of them?
I have dealt with those three.
Those three.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And what's your take on things?
I feel they definitely all know what they're doing. I feel that they're very friendly, knowledgeable.
Do you ever have
and-
trouble making an appointment, like when you want one?
No.
I find them very accommodating. I mean, there's even some evenings they're there till
I was going to say
7
they've got
o'clock.
some late evenings. I
Yeah.
was shocked when I heard that. I
But
said,
I find
"Past
when
5?"
when I call, they usually say, "What do you need?" If
Right.
I'm hurting and I need to get in there, they figure out a way. If
Right.
it's just a general maintenance tune-up, they schedule me accordingly.
Right.
I find them very accommodating. Have you ever had a massage?
I have.
And,
I have.
what do you think of that?
Very
Were you
good.
nervous?
I was. I'm not a touchy-feely kind of guy anyway.
Oh, really?
So I don't like that. I have a very big personal area. So it was different for me.
Okay.
And but it's good. It definitely, there's knots in my back and stuff like that, and they're working them out.
None
And,
above the shoulders.
No, most of them are my lower back.
So you're not a
So
nut
I'm
back.
trying to go right
You're
over
not a
that
nut
comment.
So you've had the massages.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right.
And if you've got knots, they'll hurt you.
Man. But doesn't it feel so much better when you're done?
It does.
I find that night I sleep much better.
I bet.
For real. Because them little knots, man, you're all knotted up.
Right.
I think it has a lot to do. Also, my personal thing is if you're a person who's on the phone a lot, you're always holding that receiver over there
Right.
like that.
Yep.
And then you're actually talking about something that usually tenses you up at the same time. So, would you recommend Peninsula Chiropractic
I definitely
Center, or do you
recommend
want a
them.
little more time to think about
Nope.
that?
I recommend them.
Okay. All right. So, would you endorse them? You know what
I
endorsement
would,
means? Would you
yeah.
recommend?
I
Not
would.
only recommend, would you put your seal of approval on them?
Yes, I
What
would.
a hesitation!
You caught him
It
off
was
guard.
because of them knots.
She was a little rough last time. So.
Oh, maybe she thought you were a difficult patient.
Well, maybe.
All right, everybody. Who in the world are we talking about? We're talking about chiropractic care. If you personally have never been to a chiropractor, you don't know what you're missing. They can help you with just stress, headaches, sinus headaches, migraine headaches, many things, because it loosens your body up, and then the massage just adds to it. So if you're looking for a good chiropractor, if you have insurance, don't have insurance, you want to understand what things cost, does your insurance cover it, how many visits will it, there's 3 doctors there. There's Dr. Dr. Trillia, Dr. Mickey Budd, and Dr. Harold Atkins. Vivian does the massages, and it's a great family-friendly place to do business, okay? Right on the highway, Route 13 in Seaford. Phone number 629-4344. 629-4344. PeninsulaChiroCenter.com on the web. PeninsulaChiroCenter.com on the web. I highly recommend them. If you've been in a car accident, if you've hurt your back lifting something, if age has just caught up with you and you just want to get an adjustment, I go on a regular basis just for the heck of it. It's just like eating donuts. Every once in a while, you just got to have one. Every once in a while, I just got to have one of them massages, okay? What else do you want to talk about, Mr. Troyer?
Well, we've had some people ask us, when is the best time to buy a trailer?
Oh.
First of the month, end of the month, middle of the month.
I guess it depends on what day you ask, right?
And my answer to that is always now.
Right now.
right now.
There's no time like the present.
So I would say just come in, tell us what you're going to be using it for, and we'll
lay
help
a blank
you find
check on the table, and we will fill
just make
it out.
sure you sign the bottom of it.
Right, and we will fill it out to the proper amount. Because don't we have like a policy here where we will not allow somebody to overspend?
Correct.
We're always looking out for their safety.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Yep.
And so, have we had a good week, slow week? What was yesterday like?
The first part of the week, I would say, kind of started off a little slow, but yesterday it definitely picked up. I've heard from other sales reps, like through the country, that it's starting to pick up for everybody. So
it's going to be a strong finish to the year.
So I think it will be.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else? Are you working in sales today?
I'm going to be pretty much in everything today.
Everything. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. All right. So you're going to be here on the property.
I will be here on the property, and
will people be able to interface with you?
Absolutely.
Okay, so how would they reach
I'll
a guy
be
like you?
I'll be the flash
the blur?
thing that goes
You'll
by.
be the flash. Oh, now he's a flash. He's not even a blur anymore. Okay, all right. So you're going to be here till 1?
Till 1 o'clock. Well, actually, it'll probably be later than that. So,
okay.
But we close at 1.
You at least get to stay till the store closes, and maybe you're allowed to stay longer. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you, Jason.
No problem.
All right, everybody. That is the Jason Troyer. Okay. If you've never met him, come on in. We've got the coffee brewing. Well, we don't even have it brewing. What's that thing called? A Keurig?
Keurig.
It brews like right in front of you, doesn't it?
That's correct.
That's the most amazing thing you've ever invented, Brooks.
Yeah, it just hit me like a bolt of lightning.
You were just bored. All right. So anyway, we got Ryan Cunningham coming in.
That's exciting. I hope he brings some of those apple scrapple muffins.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
A hint. If you're not, if you're still at home, Ryan,
you would be willing to eat one for the team?
Absolutely. I could sample it on the air, and people could
hear
the crunch.
Oh, and they could see it. I forgot to mention you could see us. We're at Delmarva.com. All right. So, what else is going on? We got donuts and I almost choked on that. Donuts, coffee, and juice. I've already sampled one of the donuts. You can meet Jason if you want. We're talking about that Granite place. I did want to mention them. They were at Apple Scrapple last week and had a nice little booth. And they're right down the road here on the highway. Mark Johnson and his team, they do a great job. And if you've ever thought about getting a new kitchen countertop, or, they have tops for like in your bathroom vanities and all that stuff. And they're just a nice, locally owned, locally operated company, okay? And if you're just thinking, if you say, well, I don't know if I want to do something or not, man, I encourage you to stop by their place. They're right here on Route 13 in Bridgeville. It's 18089 Sussex Highway, 18089 Sussex Highway. And you can go right in their showroom, and they literally have things on display, and it's right where they manufacture everything. And they take those great big slabs of granite or quartz or marble or whatever, and they've got like 1,000 of them. I believe it's the largest amount in the entire state of Delaware. And what's nice about it is I was down there and he was showing me around. They've got the men in the shop, or the men and the women in the shop, they are like artists, because they will take a piece of that and seam it together, and then they sand it and the edges, and it's like they really, it's like they're painting a picture almost, but they're just taking so much energy and time and effort to get it just right, because they take a lot of pride in it, because that's something a lot of people are going to see is your kitchen countertops, and it's something that's going to be there for many years. So if you have any questions, if you're going to do some remodeling, or say you already are doing it and you're dealing with a contractor, I think Mark told me they have over 300 contractors that deal with them. So you can give them a call. Phone number's 337-7490, 337-7490, or you can literally stop right in and they will help you design your new countertops. Okay, they've got many things on display. They're very friendly, they're very knowledgeable. But if you're dealing with a contractor, you can just tell the contractor you want to deal with them. Or if you're a do-it-yourselfer, they also have free in-home estimates where they will literally come right to you. So if you would like that, they can do that. But they have a hands-on showroom and design center. It's very impressive, and it's really neat what they can do. You can build your countertops right online. So very interesting. So again, they work with many remodelers and contractors and so on. Or if you're just going to do it yourself, they will talk directly to you. It's 337-7490, thatgraniteplace.com on the web. Check it out. Look at it, see what you think. And like I say, I've got to know Mark, and good people, local people. They're here before the sale, they're here during the sale, and more importantly, they're here after the sale. Okay, so that is That Granite Place. Check them out. Give them a call, whatever you want to do. Brooks, I got a question.
Sure.
I was talking to somebody the other day that had bought a carport from us. And right after he got it, he called us up and he ordered sides and a side entrance door and front garage doors and a couple windows. And he just reminded me, hey there, Freddie. He just reminded me how happy he is. How he got the carport. It was like $995 or maybe more. I don't remember what size it was. Is that the two-car one?
Yeah, you can get it. Yeah, 18 by 21 for $995.
18 by 21 for $995. Okay, and that's delivered and set up.
That's correct.
So first of all, if you want a carport, it's the time of year people want to get their boat out of the weather, or they, have firewood and they don't want it to be rained on, and they're tired of putting a tarp over it, so they get a carport.
Sure.
$995. But let's say somebody bought a carport from us a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Can they call up and order the enclosure?
Absolutely.
So give me some examples. Can they order just the sides?
You can order just the sides. Some people might even go as small as just like a panel on each side or something like that.
Meaning from the top down.
That's correct.
Coming down 2 feet or something.
If you don't want to
like
go
that.
all the way down to the bottom, we can do it in panels. That way,
That way, if the sun's coming,
exactly.
Because once they've got a position, they now know how the sun's going to affect whatever's under it, or driving rain or something like that.
That's correct.
So you would say they could come down on the sides like 2 feet.
That's correct. You could also
What if they just want to do the back?
Yeah, they can enclose the back. Even if you wanted to go as small as just a gable end on the front or the back.
What's a gable end?
Basically, if you have you have a square and a triangle, which kind of, if you're looking at it from the side and you break down the space, a square and a triangle, filling the triangle in, which is leaving you with, technically a rectangle.
Make a nicer look.
Exactly. It will
Like
just
box
flatten
it
it down. Exactly.
Right. Okay. Looks like the side of a garage or something like that.
That's correct.
Okay. So all of that they can do.
Absolutely, they can
So
do that.
what would they do? Come in and walk outside and look at one of our carports, and you'd walk them through it or something like that?
We actually have quite a few displays out there. We have
That's the one
some with
that's a
panels.
garage?
We have a garage.
Okay.
We have some with gable ends. I mean, we have a wide variety of what the options are here physically, so you can actually see them.
And so if they order it, like if it's only like $1,000 worth of stuff, is there a minimum?
Well, there is a minimum as far as getting it delivered and installed.
Okay, what's that minimum?
It's $500. So as long as you spend over $500,
That'll
be
include
delivery and installation.
And installation.
That's correct.
That's hard to believe.
Yeah.
So you're saying you can literally buy a $995 carport, have it for a year or two, and then call back a year or two later and just say, hey, I've decided I want to close the sides in, or I want to close the rear end. Really?
Absolutely.
And as long as it's $500 worth of material or more,
that's
they can,
correct. And if it's not, they can still deliver and install it. They just have a delivery fee. I think it's $50
really?
to have it delivered. So, if you look at it from that aspect, they're coming from the Carolinas for $50. That's a pretty cheap delivery fee.
You don't have any idea if you had an 18 by 21 carport how much it would cost to do the sides.
I could tell you it would be probably about $350 to $400
for both sides.
Yeah.
installed.
Because the rails are already there as far as the uprights. So all they're actually doing is paneling it the rest of the way down.
Yeah, but they're bringing it already pre-cut.
Yeah,
for
pre-cut, ready to go. All they got to do is come in, screw it,
you
trim
color?
it out. Absolutely, they have like 10 or 11 different colors
available.
available.
I had this guy telling me all about how happy he was with the one he bought.
Sure.
Okay, how it went from $1,000 carport to an enclosed garage for just a few $1,000s more. He's beyond happy. I just found it hard to believe that they would do that much for so little money.
Sure, exactly. And they also have, they've now have like 4 or 5 different colored garage doors as well. So it used to be you just had the white door. Now you can get, barn red, you can get green, you can get brown. So really, you could really, make this enclosed carport really look, how you want it to look.
How you want it to look.
Yeah.
And I guess after you've had it at your house for a year or two, you know exactly what you want.
Exactly.
All right, people, you can watch us and also chat with Brooks at wellerdoesdelmarva.com. So if you got something you want us to talk about, you got a thought you want to share with us, just tell Brooks, okay? He's just like a big sponge over there. He just absorbs information all the time. You're listening to Weller Does Delmarva. There's a big car show today and tomorrow. Actually, today, it's really more like a concert later on in the day, okay? So it's like a free concert. You need to bring your own chair. This is at, where is this at? 16 Mile Brewery in Georgetown, okay? And the cruisers are going to be there. Concert time is 5 to 7:30 tonight, and there's no charge for it. Bring your own chair. There is going to be a 50-50, and there's going to be food, and of course, you can get a drink at 16 Mile Brewery. But then tomorrow there is a great big, so this is a car show and a cruise in, okay? So tonight is probably the cruise in with the cruisers, okay?
Sure.
All right. But then tomorrow there's this huge car sale. Not car sale, car show. I saw the word auction and my mind got all messed up, okay? In other words, but there's a huge car show tomorrow. So today at 16 Mile Brewery, later on in the afternoon, you could go on in. There's going to be a cruise in, and then there's also going to be this concert starting at 5, okay? Then you go into tomorrow, and then there is a car show. Registration begins at 9, same place, 16 Mile Brewery, right there in Georgetown, and there's going to be a total of 59 trophies awarded. So anyway, there's going to be a lot of cars and motorcycles and all kinds of things. There's also going to be a swap meet and a craft fair going on all day, and then at noon there's an auction, okay? So anyway, make plans to check that out tomorrow. It all benefits the Delaware Breast Cancer Coalition. All right, we're going to take a break.
Yes, we are.
We're going to be right back with Ryan Cunningham. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be right back.
Hey folks, it's John Butler. Join me every weekday morning following the news at 6:30 for the Fishing Report right here on Delaware 105.9. What's being caught, where they're being caught, the bait shops and charters the fish are being brought in, all the great information to help you make your own fishing stories for you and your family. The Delaware 105.9 Morning Fishing Report right here on Delaware 105.9. Tight lines, everyone.
It will be breezy and cooler today with intervals of clouds and sunshine. The high 58 this afternoon. Partly cloudy, brisk and chilly. Tonight, the low near 40. A brisk and cool day tomorrow despite some sunshine. The high only 51. Plenty of sunshine for Monday, the high 53. Then on Tuesday, sunny to partly cloudy. A much milder afternoon, the high 67. Partly sunny, nice and warm on Wednesday, the high near 70. I'm Dan Baker in the Delaware 105.9 Weather Center.
Worried about your personal cybersecurity? Next time you're asked to type in your mother's maiden name, type grapefruit.
And home security has never been more sophisticated and affordable.
I'm Dave Graveline. Technology is changing our lives.
I'm Tom Kreitler. Join me and Leslie Segretti for the Money Pit Home Improvement Radio Show, Saturday afternoons at 1.
And I'll bring you into tomorrow, Sunday afternoons 1 to 4, right after Meet the Press.
On Delaware 105.9.
From the first town in the first state in the USA, we're WXDE, Lewis.
Delaware 105.9.
From the first town in the first state in the USA, we're WXDE, Lewis.
Delaware 105.9. CBS News Update. Be patient. It'll take a while to clean up mudslides on Highway 58 in Southern California.
People who are not in their homes and are trying to get back in need to realize that with the heavy equipment out there, we have to clear the roads first before people be let in for their own safety.
In Los Angeles County, that's Supervisor Michael Antonovich. Resident Donna Coates won't soon forget when that storm hit Elizabeth Lake.
First it was hard rain, and then it was hail, and then the water was just rushing down the street.
In Tehachapi, KCBS TV's Erica Hockland with more on that still closed section of Highway 58.
As long as no more rain hits, CHP says it will work into next week, digging out these cars one by one. So far, no reports of injuries or anyone missing.
About 200 cars and trucks have been trapped in the mud, which has now hardened. At least a dozen homes have been damaged by that mud. CBS News Update, I'm Dave Barrett.
Comments, views, and opinions expressed on the air at Delaware 105.9 are those of the hosts, callers, and guests, and not those of staff, management, or advertisers at Delmarva Broadcasting Company. The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 105.9.
Okay, everybody, we are back. We are sitting here live inside Weller's Utility Trailers. The store is open. People are coming. The phone is ringing. I forgot to give out the number. It's 337-8228. If you want to know what kind of donuts we have or whatever. Earl sold his 400th trailer for the year. What was it, yesterday?
Yeah.
Give him a call. Congratulate him. That's quite an accomplishment. Earl Jackson is his name, and he loves people to brag on him. So 337-8228. Give him a call. Actually, I think he's the one who actually picks the donuts. All right? So that's another thing. Come right on in, young man. So anyway, everybody, we are sitting here live, and we are doing Weller Does Delmarva. You can watch it online at wellerdoesdelmarva.com. And if you want to chat with Brooks, you can do that also. So feel free to watch us. We're going to be here all day. The store is open till 1 o'clock. We opened early this morning, and we got a lot going on. We got free coffee and donuts and juice. I mentioned that card show for the Delaware Breast Cancer Coalition. And, again, there's a cruise-in today at 16 Mile Brewery. And then later on this afternoon, the cruise-in starts about 3 o'clock. But later on this afternoon at 5, the cruisers are playing. It is a free event. There is a 50-50, and bring your own chair for that. And then tomorrow there's this great big car show, same place. It's going to be all kinds of cars and motorcycles and different kinds of vehicles. So you can register anywhere from 9 to noon for that. At noon, there's a big auction. And then also there's going to be a swap meet and a craft fair going on all day. But if you have any questions at all about this, call Levin Clark. Levin Clark. He's probably up now. If not, when you call him, it might help him get up. His number's 500-500-1128, 500-1128. Give Levin a call. At least tell him you heard it on the radio. But I am going to the auction, hopefully, and it is at noon tomorrow at 16 Mile Brewery. What is next? I wanted to mention that we are open. I think I mentioned that already. And I want to talk about Ryan Cunningham. Ryan is here, and good morning to you, young man. How you doing?
Awesome. Good morning, Delmarva.
Good. Bring everybody up to date. Who are you? What are you about? And what in the world do you even have going on?
Well, my name is Ryan Cunningham. I'm the chef owner of Abbott's on Broad Creek in the booming metropolis of Laurel, Delaware.
Oh.
Yeah,
but I hear raving reports about the restaurant.
Hey, the restaurant's doing great.
They're glad you guys took it over.
Yeah, really growing down there.
Yeah.
Made lots of new friends in the area. You know, didn't really know many people in the area when we went down there, and it's just been great. Started, getting into Salisbury a little bit, doing some things down there. So
okay.
It's really blowing up for us. We're really excited to be there.
Wow.
But for the main reason we're here, though, in addition to Abbott's being awesome,
Abbott's is awesome. That should do. That should be a hashtag.
Hey,
Abbott's is awesome.
Gather at the grill. It's been almost 6 years since our mothership opened in Milford, and it's just been great. The love we've gotten from the community, and we love each and every one of you.
Well, when you do a good job day in and day out, it just kind of pays off.
Hey, it absolutely does. That hard work pays off. Definitely is the case. We put a lot of love into what we do every day, all of us, from Kevin to Paul to Amy, Laura. I mean, everybody.
Yep.
So, we're here to stay.
Right. Well, very good.
But what we're here for. I was selected by Thomas's English Muffins a few months back to be in their Thomas Breakfast Battle.
Was there like 135 chefs?
135 chefs across the country. They were looking for chefs that already kind of have a following,
Okay.
and are known for using local product in their restaurant and
Okay.
on their menu, which is definitely what Abbott's is known for since day one. So we kind of just we're like, okay, yeah, let's do
Jump
it.
in there.
We'll enter something, just
Right.
that's pretty cool. We're the only we're the only entry in the whole thing out of 135 from Delmarva in the first place.
Goodness.
Yeah, so there was nobody else on our in our region.
Okay.
And we entered the everybody knows Scrapple is just Sussex
It's a
County
landmark.
Scrapple. It totally is.
Right.
So many good places making Scrapple around here. It's just awesome. And not many people know what Scrapple is outside of our region. So we thought that would be fitting to enter in a for the localness, for the hometown. That's what they were looking for. So what better to represent our hometown than Scrapple?
Scrapple.
So we kind of did an ode to the festival, the Apple Scrapple Festival. We did an English muffin with apple butter, some caramelized apples and onions, a piece of Scrapple, white cheddar, and then we did a Sunnyside duck egg that we get the duck eggs from Monterey Farm in Laurel. Love them to death. They do lots of great stuff down there. Big supporters of our restaurant in Laurel.
Very
So
good.
we are very proud to use their product in our restaurant, in our recipe, and in the national contest. The Scrapple, however, we do use Haas Scrapple from Dover. They're our butcher for the restaurant, so we have a hand-in-hand relationship with them.
Good long-term local company.
Absolutely, love them to death too. So it's nice to showcase their product. I included that in the recipe that we submitted to the nation, what brand and all that stuff too. So the whole world's seeing, Haas and this and everywhere. And
Delmarva's
Monterey.
making it on the map.
Oh, absolutely. So we kind of threw that Apple Scrapple English muffin out there and put a couple things up on Facebook, not really thinking that Delaware would win a popularity contest nationwide. I mean, it's basically what it is, gathering votes and all that. And then, we put something up on Facebook, the restaurant did, and then I did on my personal page. And, you notice like 30, 40 shares like the first day of the contest. You're like, wow, people, this could be something. Yeah. And, we got really excited about it. Our staff at Abbott's on Broad Creek is just, blowing it up. Barbara, one of our servers, she's known as the Scrapple harasser right now.
Okay.
She's getting everybody on it voting. So, we've kind of whittled our way down. It's been a month. It feels like a year. It's just so much. It's a whole nother job keeping up with it.
Right.
Because you have to stay on it to get people, remember them,
Motivated.
training them to
Yeah.
vote. Yeah, motivated. Because
How often can they vote?
once a day. You can vote every
day.
single day. A lot of
Okay.
people think, oh, I already voted for you. No, but
Right.
you can vote every single day
All right.
throughout the contest. The voting period, the first 2 weeks, it whittled it down from 135 to 16. We were always constantly in the top 4
Oh, my goodness.
in the voting, the whole contest, basically. So that was just, unbelievable. And then the following week, it went down to 8. And then every week, it starts over at 0. So everybody's
Okay.
on an even playing field that advances. And it's accumulated votes for the week.
But now it's down to 4.
Now it's down to 4. And, we started out this week very hot. We were in first the first day, second.
Okay.
And then we're like, okay, cool. Because these big cities really stepped it up.
Oh, yeah.
Last week we were barely hanging on to the 4 spot. We were going back 4, 5, 6 with a couple of chefs
So we need
from
votes.
big cities as well. So we got a huge push last weekend and really bumped us up there. And then, this week we've kind of just seen the dreams starting to fade away a little bit. These other cities.
Or the other people are working it even harder.
Oh, they are. They definitely are. One of the guys I saw on his Instagram page, he was on like 8 radio, TV things yesterday. Like, how does he find time to do this stuff? It's just amazing.
Well, it's pretty prestigious because what you're saying is here's the opportunity for us, Delaware, to be in a nationwide contest
Mhm.
and win.
Yeah. And
By voting.
yeah.
We're not asking for any money.
Exactly.
We're just asking people to daily vote.
30 seconds. You
Yep.
have to go on the thomasbreakfastbattle.com, register your name and your email, pick a password. It takes 30 seconds. A lot of people at the beginning were having problems with that, thinking they could just go vote. But in order to
Well,
win the
I think it asks for your name and your. I don't think it asks for your address.
no address, just name and
birthday.
email. Name,
It
email,
argued with me
birthday,
about my
because you have to be
birthday.
18 to be in the contest.
Right.
Name and birth date, and then you enter your password, and then you're ready to vote.
Every
And the reason why they do that is because every time you vote, you could win free Thomas's
Listen to this.
products.
Brooks won something yesterday.
Yeah, my man, good stuff. Yeah, there's been quite a few people.
It was only
that,
$10,000.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
I don't know what he won.
Good stuff.
But
But yeah,
Colin Walls is telling me he won English muffins this morning by voting. Well, what time are they going to be here, Colin? Show's on till 9.
Yeah, no
Lightly
doubt.
toasted, please.
No doubt. Bring some butter for apple butter for those nooks
So
and crannies.
obviously people can win something just for voting.
Yeah, people can win something just for voting, and then at the very end of the contest, every single vote that you've cast, the whole contest from September 14th until the end, you're in a drawing for $10,000 at the very end.
Wow.
So as many people in Delaware that have been voting for this, there's a pretty good shot that someone for Delaware could win this. You know what I mean? So it's really awesome to be able to just see a community rally behind something and really push it up there in a national contest against, literally some big shot cities. You're talking hundreds
Chicago,
of thousands.
New York.
Yeah, you're talking 100,000 plus people in every one of these. And here's Laurel, Delaware, with 3,200 people.
We're hard workers.
Yeah, no doubt, we are.
Delaware
we work
people
hard. It's all
hard,
about. It's
right.
all about. It's all about locals supporting locals, which has just been great. We've done a lot to. As Abbots to support the local community, so it's great to kind of get that back from the community in any way that they can support us as well. So it's just been amazing.
So what do they do? Where do they go? They can go to your Facebook page and get the little
yeah, my
link?
Facebook page has been
posted, Brooks.
Yeah,
Okay, so where is it? At Jim Weller?
Yeah, Jim Weller or Weller Does Delmarva.
So they can go to Jim Weller or Weller Does Delmarva to find it. The Thomas English, what's it called?
ThomasBreakfastBattle.com.
ThomasBreakfastBattle.com.
You can go #Go Scrapple on pretty much
really?
every social media.
How do you
and it's
spell
on there.
Scrapple?
SCRAPPLE.
All right, it's not
Only one.
SCRABBLE.
No, it is not.
Okay.
I've heard a lot of that. I've seen a lot of butchering of it, and it's pretty embarrassing. But anyway, Scrapple's very dear to all of our hearts, especially mine. I grew up eating Scrapple. My grandma, or my aunt, my grandmother, my mother. Used to always cook it for all of us. Me on my huge array of cousins that we have. It was 4 breakfasts a week we had Scrapple.
All right, so can they friend you on Facebook?
Yeah, I've kind of opened it up. I've always been sort of a private person on Facebook.
Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have said that.
Just because, no, it's okay. I've opened it up for the contest, obviously, because everybody's excited about it.
And then you'll unfriend everybody.
Yeah, just don't. Well, I wouldn't say that. But don't judge me. I'm very outgoing and I'm very expressful in some of my opinions on other things.
Okay.
So I really, I don't, so there's some things that you might not want to look at, but it's
Stay
open.
focused on the English muffin
Yes,
contest.
stay open on the English muffin contest and not the
And go
WWE
Scrapple.
wrestling debates that get hot and heavy on my page.
All right. Is there a political career in the future for you?
Hey, you know what? That's funny. You're like the 4th person that have asked
Well,
me
it's
that
just
in the
because
last 2 days.
people that have an opinion are needed.
Yeah, good
Because
point.
it means they're passionate and they care.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good point.
So
just thought
I'd throw that out
I've
there.
stayed away from all that stuff. I've voted one way my whole life. We're not going to talk about that now, but
well, let's go ahead. The crowd wants to hear it.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. But anyway, so people can vote every day. Obviously, people can win something. Brooks is going to be having these English muffins he's bringing in. Colin's on his way with his now. So anyway, really, people can win. I guess if they win the $10,000, I would allow them to spend the money here.
yeah,
It would be okay with me.
I'm looking around right now, and I
Yeah,
see
we'll
tons
load
of
'em
stuff.
up with
I would,
kayaks.
yeah, man. You can come get your kayak, come on down to Abbott's on Broad Creek, have a good
Right.
lunch, stick it right in the creek, and
Right. They're putting a kayak launch down there in Laurel.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Laurel's really, really starting to grow.
Oh, my gosh, they are.
Yeah, they have the big Ramble project coming up along the creek. They had a little kind of demo, kind of showcase of what it's going to be
how
like.
they did all that?
Oh, it was unbelievable. Those guys, Ed, Brian Shannon, those guys did such a great
That was some
job.
creative
And
thinking.
Oh, it is.
Forward thinking is what it is.
Absolutely, and that's what that town needs. It's such a beautiful, beautiful town, and just kind of like just fell behind everyone else.
Right.
It seems like, and
Now it's going to leap forward.
it is, and it's good to be a part of that and bring some new energy into the town and get it to where it should be. That town is just absolutely beautiful. We've absolutely fallen in love with it.
Can people stop in Abbott's and say hi to you?
Oh, everybody can. You can stop in Abbott's anytime to say hi to me.
Okay.
We also have the apple scrapple English muffin that Brooks requested today.
Oh, really?
Yep. On.
So all he has to do is drive to Laurel and
He
buy
has to
one.
drive to Laurel and grab one. I will definitely. You guys might not have to buy one. But we won't tell anybody else.
But either
that.
way,
we just
people
did.
can come to the Abbott's and have that as a breakfast, or
Oh, they can have it all day.
for real?
We've been running
Okay.
the English muffin throughout the duration of the contest, and then when the contest's over, we'll probably back off it a little bit. But we do a small a la carte menu for like a Sunday brunch, 11 to 2.
Gosh, okay.
And that'll definitely be a mainstay on there just from the
You can
popularity.
get your picture taken with Ryan and tag it. What's it called? Hashtag Go Scrapple.
Hashtag Go Scrapple.
There you go.
The last couple of weeks, we've been encouraging a lot of people to take Scrapple selfies. You know, take the picture of them cooking Scrapple, and then
a picture. You keep talking.
We'll
I'm
yeah,
taking
man.
a picture because you're going to be world famous.
We will
Get my camera.
the hashtag them, put them on our Instagram page, and hashtag them Thomas Breakfast Battle, and those selfies will actually show up on the voting page at the bottom. It's pretty cool. We overran the Yeah.
Right,
we overran the voting page for a while, and now the other competitors are starting to pick up on it and see that our pictures up there, so they're putting pictures up. So it's been a pretty hot, heavy battle with these last 4 guys.
Is social media not amazing?
Oh, it's unbelievable. I mean, knowing, I'm born and raised here, Lewis, Delaware, all the way. Love my town, first state, and just knowing so many people because I've worked everywhere from Harrington to Milford to Laurel, so I've met tons of people all over the county, into Kent County, into the state, with my career. So it's nice that all those people are like, really getting behind it. The governor even did some things.
I saw that.
Yeah, the Ring of Honor wrestlers, the Briscoe brothers, are good friends of mine. They came by and we filmed a series of videos that we're releasing over the weekend that are just absolutely incredibly
Wrestling over
awesome.
the sandwich?
Oh yeah. It's got some good stuff. 2 of them are on my page right now, and they're on YouTube. It's just great. I mean, that those guys are supporting it, and it's just awesome. They're Laurel born and raised too, and man,
This is a big event for Delaware.
Oh, it totally is.
Big opportunity.
Everybody's excited about
Right.
it. I mean, we were at Apple Scrapple Canvas in the area last week. One of our staff got up on stage because I couldn't make it with some events that we were doing previously, and told the world all about it. And she did such a great job. And thank you so
Now the
much.
whole world knows.
Thank you so much, Sam. That was great.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Ryan, for doing it. Thanks for being on.
Hey,
thanks for the great job you do at the restaurant.
Appreciate it.
And,
go Scrapple, everyone. I mean, we have 2 days left to get from 4 to 2.
Okay.
I mean, you're talking thousands of votes. Like, we really need you guys
So
to
we
get
need
on that
everybody to
computer.
go on Facebook and vote and then share it.
Yeah,
Vote
or
and
even
then
go
share
on the
it.
go on the website, or go on my page. And I mean, there's been so many people I don't even know that are sharing my stuff, and it's just unbelievable. 100, 200, 300 shares on some of my posts. So get on there, share it, encourage everybody to vote, and we can do this. One of the guys shot from 4 to 1 in 2 days, so we have 2 days.
So when's
to do
the
this.
final decision?
Sunday night at midnight. Well, Monday morning.
What Sunday night?
This week.
Sunday night?
We have 2 days left to get
Okay.
from 4 until 2.
You said that.
So we pretty much have to get all of Delmarva voting today and tomorrow, not just once today and maybe once tomorrow, but both days. And we've got a shot. We got to get to number 2. We don't have to get to 1 yet. That's next week, but we have to get to number 2 to make it on.
All right. Thank you very much, Ryan.
Not a problem. Thanks
Have
for having
a
me,
good
guys.
weekend,
Appreciate
okay?
it. You
Take
too.
care of yourself.
Gather
out
at the
there.
grill.
There's my card if you want it. All right, everybody. That was Ryan Cunningham, and you want to make sure that you go vote for him. And if you would, every time you vote, then go ahead and share it and encourage your friends and so on, because we got to get this done, and we want to get it done for Delaware. I mean, Brooks is excited, Colin's excited, I'm excited, my daughter Jenny's been voting every day, and so on and so forth. So, what have I got to talk about next? Let's talk about accounting. You talk about keeping track of things and voting and numbers and things adding up and tallying, and I think of my accountant, George Luff and Associates. They're in Milford. They're in Dover. They're in Rehoboth. They're a great local company, family owned and operated, and they do a great job for me. I've been dealing with them 25, maybe 28, maybe 30 years, and they do all of my accounting work. Then they also, a few years ago, started doing payroll, and we've been dealing with them at least 2 years doing our payroll. It's just so nice. They can take care of as much pertaining to payroll as you would like them, or just do the basic payroll. So if you have a business, whether it's a small one or a big one, it can be just a few people, it could literally be hundreds of people. They can help you out. You don't have to deal with them for your accounting if you just want them to do your payroll, but they also are always looking for new customers as an accountant. So it's Luff and Associates. I'm going to give you a phone number and a website. It's 422-9699, 422-9699. If you call that number, they can switch you to Dover, or they can switch you to Rehoboth or Milford. I find them to be very knowledgeable, very helpful, very friendly, very timely in their answers, and just a great company to deal with. 422-9699, luffcpas.com. Hey, Jesse, luffcpas.com is my accountant. I recommend them. They'll help you with accounting. They'll help you with payroll. We survived an 8-day IRS audit. Didn't owe any money. Made me feel good. Okay?
Absolutely.
I liked it. I didn't get any money back, though. But I liked it. So, Brooks, what do you think about this big contest?
I think it's exciting. It actually,
it's beyond exciting.
I love Scrapple anyway, and I eat Scrapple. I would say on a regular basis, but it's really got me.
What a unique thing.
It is.
You know, how creative just to think of that.
Yeah, I'd love to meet the person that came up with putting all this stuff together to make Scrapple.
But I meant Ryan. I'm just saying, entering a nationwide contest.
Yeah.
And to think of that. I mean,
well, he was selected.
Delaware.
It's not even like he went and entered himself. He was selected to enter.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so where do they go again? Tell me one more time.
ThomasBreakfastBattle.com.
Well, can't they just go to Jim Weller on Facebook?
They can go to Jim Weller on Facebook. They go to Weller Does Delmarva on Facebook.
Okay.
The website's going to be right there.
Okay.
You'll see us talking about what's going on. You'll see the Go Scrapple
And if you
hashtag.
want to see Ryan, if you're listening now and you didn't get to hear the whole interview or whatever, you can go to Weller Does Delmarva.
Yep.
So I do need to remind people of that. You can go to Weller Does Delmarva, and any of our previous shows, anybody we've talked about or whatever, as long as it recorded correctly, there's a few that didn't work out, but as long as it recorded correctly, it's there.
Yeah.
You know, which also means if you're an advertiser, your advertising continues to work for you time and time again.
Yep.
All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is our good friend Rick Fowler, No Nonsense Office Machines, and that's exactly how he runs his business, no nonsense. If you have something you need worked on, in other words, he mainly works on office equipment. He does work on gaming systems and some other things. I wouldn't call it a TV repair shop or anything like that, but electronic office equipment, things like printers and copiers, things like tablets or laptops, computer systems, fax machines, gaming systems, printers. I already said printers. But anyway, all that kind of stuff, he works on it. But he also sells it. He also has it in new, and many times he has it in used. And when he sells it used, you can rest assured it's already been checked over and serviced, and it absolutely does work. He can give you information. He can help guide you through things. If you have something that you bought somewhere else and it's not just performing just right, and you want him to tune it up or tell you why it's not performing just right, he's your go-to guy. Very fair on pricing, very friendly, very knowledgeable, very upfront, locally owned, locally operated, and he's right there just outside of Georgetown. It's Route 9. He's 2 miles east of the Circle. There's a big place called Sports at the Beach Complex, and he's right next to that. Phone number is 856-7381, 856-7381. If you need anything, if you have something that you want worked on, if you want to, maybe he even buys laptops. So if you have a laptop that you want to sell, he'll buy it from you. But if you've got something, if your computer's not working just right, or your tablet or laptop slowed down or whatever, he can help you out. So again, it's Rick Fowler, No Nonsense, and you'll find that with him. Very honest, very easy to talk to, doesn't make you have to understand how the machine works. You kind of tell him what it's doing or not doing, and he'll take it from there. He sells us and services all of our copiers. So anyway, No Nonsense Office Machines, 856-7381. Okay, you got the number? What is it, Brooks?
856-7381.
You did have it. I thought you were kidding with me. All right. So anyway, we are here. Weller's is open. I see everybody walking all around. Some are walking back and forth, and some are walking left and right. So anyway, I think some customers have been. Give Earl a call at 337-8228 if you're coming, and reserve your donut now, because I've noticed the donuts are moving rather quickly, okay? All right. Are we selling many of these spotlights, Brooks? It's the time of year that I don't know why somebody would use one of these spotlights, but they're handy to have. I'll tell you what I use this one for. Brody had a birthday party the other day, and it got dark before the party was over, and Jenny had these things. What's that little white man thing? What's it called?
Baymax.
Baymax. I have no idea what Baymax is. But she had these little balls that had the Baymax logo on it. And then she went out in the field and spread them all out. And each child was able to find up to 12 of them.
Yeah.
And then they could turn them in for 12 prizes, right?
That's correct. And each of them had like a different
little
color on the bottom.
Oh, was that right?
Because she had 3 different prize tables that had different different color tablecloths.
So I had this spotlight, which was very helpful, and this is a nice little handheld spotlight. This is my personal favorite. I keep it right in my truck, and it's an LED spotlight, real lightweight. It's also rechargeable, and what I like about it was it came with 2 different chargers, one that I could plug into my cigarette lighter and one that I could plug into electric, and it came with both of those.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that. So I just want to let you know we have these spotlights. This one here is an LED one, and it's only like $29.75. And then we got this big bad boy. How many is this? What is this thing? 5 million candle power?
Yeah, it's got
Wow.
5 million candles inside of it.
My gosh, it looks like it. Oh, look, it's melting the sheetrock. Oh, it's just melting the paint. I got you. Okay. Anyway, and then it has a little LED light on the top of it, and then it has the big light. And all you do is plug an extension cord right into it. The charger's built right in. And how much are they? $29.50. And then I guess we have a little smaller one, which is only 2.5 million candle powers, and it's $24.50. So if you happen to need a spotlight for anything, it is getting darker earlier. And we got them. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Or are you going to tell me we're out of them?
No, we have them.
We have them?
Yep,
They're for sale?
Yep.
No sales tax?
They're going quick. So
Are they on the website somewhere? Or no?
They are, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, Brooks, tell me, anything else I need to know? The shop's been busy. I saw Jesse out there the other day, had a trailer all jacked up, had the axles all out from underneath of it. What were we doing to that trailer?
We completely replaced all the suspension parts.
My gosh, why didn't he just jack it up and put a new trailer underneath it?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, new springs and bolts and everything.
Okay,
Yeah.
so full service shop.
Absolutely.
All right, so anyway, whether it's just packing your wheel bearings, fixing a light, maybe you got a jack that needs replacing, maybe you got a fender that's bad, all of that we can do. I guess we could even replace the floor if somebody wanted that.
That's correct. Yeah.
If they got an enclosed trailer, we can replace the aluminum on the outside, roof vent. We're very efficient. We know what we're doing. We can take good care of you, whether you bought the trailer from us or bought it somewhere else. It's irrelevant. We would like to service your trailer. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Whether it's just preventative maintenance, or you're getting ready to go through inspection, or your tires. Now, see, that's something that a lot of people don't realize with trailer tires is they're probably not going to wear out because most people don't use their trailer that often to literally wear the tread off the tires. But they fatigue just from sitting around. You figure if your trailer sits, the sunlight's hitting it every day at a certain spot on the tires, and it's just drying them out. So we have tires, and we also have wheels, and then we have tire and wheel combinations. Is that right?
Yep.
And I find that our tire and wheel combination, majority of the time, is cheaper than a competitor's tire only.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because by the
really
time you
good
buy the
deals.
tire and pay somebody to mount it on your wheel, we could sell you a tire and wheel. Don't we have them on sale?
Yes. Yep.
Do you know the price?
We have an instant coupon right now for the.
We do. 87.50. 5-lug white wheel and 15-inch tire. 87.50. Are you telling me to wrap up?
Wrap it up.
We're going to be right back. Watch us online. WellerDoesDelmarva.com. We will be back with more, or come see us in person.
Local news first on Delaware 105.9.
Hello, this is Pastor Nate Graham from Berean Community Church. I want to tell you about a radio program called Taking God at His Word that airs on Sunday mornings from 6:30 to 7:30, right here on Delaware 105.9. Psalm 19:7 tells us the testimony of God makes wise the simple. We need wisdom and conviction in this uncertain age. So that's what you'll get at Taking God at His Word. Clear, rich, and practical exposition of God's Word, verse by verse, book by book. I hope it will be a blessing to you.
Whether you're renovating, buying, or selling a home, one important step to take is to have the property inspected for things like asbestos, mold, mildew, and other contaminants that can seriously affect the home's indoor air quality and structure. Call the experts at Sussex Environmental Consultants. They'll be able to identify the problem and create a remediation plan specifically tailored to suit your needs. Call 302-947-1810 or visit online at sussexenvironmental.com.
CBS News. I'm Dave Barrett. Still a no-go around Kern County, California, where a stretch of State Highway 58 is still filled with mud. CBS's Carter Evans has spoken with some who were right in the middle of trouble.
This driver's cell phone captures the sudden terror as Thursday's cloudburst turned a major highway into a swirling sea of mud and debris. Authorities say no one was injured or killed by the mudslides that trapped about 200 vehicles and the passengers inside.
Los Angeles County Supervisor Mike Antonovich says they are making progress clearing the way.
County crews are continuing to work widening access along these roads and establishing access along Hughes Road.
Dozens of homes have been damaged. There could be more rain in the Southern California forecast. That wildfire southeast of Austin in central Texas, about 50 structures burned. Vilma Avalos is with KTVT.
There's an eerie silence in some of these neighborhoods. Small stretches of roads have slowly started to open up, but some families have yet to return home.
Dalton, what do we have in this truck here?
Kelly Carroll's family is home, but they don't know for how long. They sleep in shifts, keeping watch.
After you go through it a few times, you know to take your photos.
She lost her home to the fire in 2011, rebuilt.
As long as you get your animals out, get your kids out, get yourself out. As long as you get those things out, everything else can be replaced.
That Texas fire now about 40% contained. Overseas, more conflict in Israel. Correspondent Jonathan Bigliotti with more on the West Bank Day of Rage clashes.
One of today's attacks here in Hebron targeted a security checkpoint. The victim in all of this, a police woman, she fired back after being stabbed, killing her attacker in what has been a deadly 2 days.
Back home, playoff baseball, top of the ninth in Kansas City, Toronto. With one last shot, Joe Buck on Fox calling the American League Championship Series opener.
Here's going. Fly ball into left. This one belongs to Kansas City. As Gordon squeezes it, it's a 5-0 Royal win in Game 1.
Edinson Volquez started. 3 relievers finished up in that shutout for KC. It left San Francisco International Airport last night as U.S. Airways Flight 1939. And a couple of hours ago, it landed as American Airlines Flight 1939, touching down in Philadelphia. In the past day, that Airbus had stopped in Charlotte, Phoenix, and San Francisco. It was U.S. Airways' final full day of existence. 13-year-old Ethan Helloffs and his mom were aboard every leg of that flight.
It's not necessarily that U.S. Airways is my favorite airline. It's more about being part of history.
And now, like its predecessors, All American Aviation and Allegheny Airways, U.S. Airways is now history. This is CBS News.
Advance Auto Parts knows what makes a car guy a car guy. It's working through the unexpected surprises that spring up with every project. It's character, and it isn't rattled by a little thing like a dead battery, especially when you can get a new one online at advanceautoparts.com and pick it up in store just 30 minutes later. We'll even install it for free, so you can get back to fixing faster. Advance Auto Parts, for guys who love getting under the hood.
Most vehicles, most locations. See store for details.
If you like painting and saving, ask Sherwin-Williams and save 40% on paints and stains during our 4-day super sale, October 16th through the 19th. With 40% off our exceptional paints and stains and 30% off painting supplies, you can give your whole home a color makeover. But hurry, these savings are so super, they won't be around for long. Find your nearest store at sherwinwilliams.com/sale. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Now you just hit the button and the MP3 plays. Years ago, though, if you wanted to hear a song, you'd have to fast forward or rewind. Welcome to Cassette Store Day. Here's your host, Jim Taylor.
It's like Record Store Day, actually held in pretty much the same places, but this day is all about those plastic tape cassettes.
Cassettes right now are probably the most inexpensive way to go out there and find music.
Dennis Manzanero runs Rough Trade in New York City, featuring vinyl and cassettes.
They are definitely not a perfect format. There's tape noise, the imperfections, the surface noise, and becomes part of the experience.
More than 100 exclusive titles being released at participating stores today. Songs from Motorhead to Green Day. Jim Taylor, CBS News.
This is Home Movie Day around the world. In Raleigh, North Carolina, bring your films for inspection and discussion. It's in good shape. You can see you at those picnics and holidays on the big screen. Dave Barrett, CBS News.
At Geico, we've been innovating car insurance for over 75 years with forward-thinking ideas, like online quotes in the Geico mobile app. And to prove it, we'll play one of our first radio commercials from 75 years ago.
By Jiminy, Geico could save you money on your car insurance, which is what we'll be doing over 75 years from now. Who knows, maybe with some sort of application that's accessible on a futuristic handheld device. We'll call them online quotes.
See? Forward thinking.
Geico, saving people money for over 75 years.
As the owner of a sock shop, there are a few things I can count on during the holidays. No one will know what to get their dad, everyone will decide at the last minute, and they'll decide on socks. And now, thanks to the Postal Service, my customers will know exactly when Dad's socks are delivered, which is nice, because it's the only thing the poor guy's gonna get.
Introducing real-time delivery notifications from the U.S. Postal Service. Now your customers will know right when their packages arrive. Another reason? This is our season. The U.S. Postal Service. Priority, you. U.S. only. Most notifications transmitted within a few minutes of the delivery scan.
The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 1059.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Tell me, Brooks, when we're back on, so I will be prepared.
You should be prepared now, because I think
Prepared
we're on now. Yeah.
All right, well, just tell me. I don't think we're on until the music absolutely stops.
I'm telling you, we're on.
We're on? All right, next. We posted the thing. I just did another thing about Ryan, and so if you want to check it out, the thomasbreakfastbattle.com would be good. Brandon, when you're done in here, can you check the heat? It seems awful hot in here to me.
I sure can.
Okay. Anyway, it is the time of year people are turning their heaters on. We got some heaters for sale out there. We got the big old Val 6s. They're almost worth a demonstration. Do we have any of them with fuel in them?
Yes.
Okay, so somebody could come in and see how they work.
Yeah, of course.
But to describe these heaters, I remember when we were over at the Red Barn, we could heat that whole big building with just one of them.
Yeah.
Two of them made it toasty.
Yes.
Okay.
They're very comfortable.
So what they're theoretically do, it's called a Val 6 infrared heater. It burns on diesel fuel or kerosene.
Or kerosene, yep.
Okay. Very efficient, like 98% efficient
Yes.
or 97 or some crazy number like that.
Yep.
All right. Doesn't really emit any fumes or anything like that. It's not like your salamander type heater that blows the flame out the front.
Right.
This is a big round disc.
Right.
Okay. But what it does is it heats objects.
Yes, it's infrared. It's infrared.
Infrared.
technology.
So if you had a repair shop and you're working on cars all day long, and every time you open the garage door with a traditional heater, all your heat just went out the door.
Out the door, yep.
Okay. Where this would literally warm the floor. If there was cars in there, it would warm them, and they would continue to radiate heat. Tools, toolboxes, things like that.
Yeah, so basically...
It's not for indoor use.
Right. As far as the air being warm...
Well, we did use it indoor at the barn.
Yeah. As far as the air being warm, the warm air, if you were to open a garage door, would go out. However, all the objects are obtaining heat from this infrared setup.
Right.
So that helps keep
doesn't
the
it
area
warm
warm.
like the sun? Like the sun warms
Yeah,
things up?
their slogan is the power of the sun.
The power of the sun.
Mhm.
So we sell these.
We do.
And we got little ones, we got big
Little
ones,
ones, big
we
ones,
have
medium size.
at least one we can turn on.
Yes, we have one.
We did a video one day. I think it was me and Brooks. I don't know if it was me and you, where it was raining.
Yeah, it was me and you. Yep.
Okay, and it was literally drying the blacktop.
You can see the steam coming off
Yeah,
the blacktop.
as fast as it rained. Where
Yep.
is that on our website?
I
believe it is,
I don't
yeah.
know. Okay, we believe it is, folks.
We do.
So if we believe it, it may
It
be
happens.
there. It happens. So anyway, Brandon, what's up in your world? You go ahead. You go ahead.
Well, a lot going on. One thing I wanted to talk about was I've been real inspired lately. I just finished reading a book called Unoffendable.
Okay, are you reading it or did you listen to it?
I actually listened to it.
I'm listening to it, and I find the guy is hilarious.
Oh, he is. He is. He narrates.
So the guy
great.
narrating is the guy that actually wrote the book.
Right. Correct.
Okay. So this book would be for anybody that is offendable,
Yes.
which is
Everybody.
Okay.
Yes, it's really inspirational. It really hits on a lot of topics.
We don't sell this book.
We don't. No,
Yeah.
this is more just kind of a motivating type.
Just something. Jenny started, listening to it.
Mhm.
And told me about it, and then you guys have done it. I just started on it the other day, but I find it incredibly, because I guess if somebody says something that potentially offends you, the only person that determines if it does or doesn't offend you is you.
Yes.
Whether they meant it offensively or not, you don't have to take it offensively.
Exactly, and I'm talking anything in your life, even down to he references a time in his life where he was driving down the road, and everybody has experienced road rage. If you haven't, good job.
Right.
But everybody's experienced road rage, and he's talking about how he's driving down the road, and this person cut him off, and he gets real frustrated and hollers a few things at him, and then 10 minutes down the road, another person cuts him off, and he gets frustrated, and then he just stops, and he says, "You know what? What if I'm the one?"
Or have ever been.
Exactly. What if I'm that for lack of
Right.
better words, jerk or something
Right.
like that? what if I've done this and not even realize it to the people behind me? And that's where he's referencing the only thing you can change is you and your response to that. You don't know what that person's going through, if they're having a rough life, if they're late for work.
Just got a bad doctor's report.
Exactly.
Right.
So the only thing that you can change in that scenario is you and how you respond to it. And if you look at it in a different form and you look at it how you're the only one that can change, it leads into the next instance. And the next instance, before you know it, your day is a spectacular
because
day.
you're unoffendable.
Exactly.
Is that the name of it?
Unoffendable is the name of the book.
Unoffendable.
Yep.
So, Brooks, have we posted something on my Facebook page?
Yep.
So you can look up Jim Weller on Facebook and find a link to it. Is his name
Brant Hansen.
Brant Hansen.
Yes.
Now, so what did I do? I've got it on iTunes, right?
That's correct.
All right, but then you got it from Amazon Prime.
That's correct.
All right, and so what did you do?
I use iTunes.
iTunes.
So it's
okay.
on my phone.
But yeah, you can buy the paperback book.
Oh,
but
I
they
forgot
have
you
Audible.
could buy the book. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the audio version because you can be listening to it
Well,
while
you
you're
hear
driving.
his expressions.
Yes, you can really kind of tap into
Like
the
I've
feelings
been
of the
there
book.
before.
Exactly.
I've done that before.
Yes.
I've been the offender.
Yeah.
You know, but I guess so. If anybody out there is ever been offended or lets things get under their skin or their craw, this is for you.
It's a great book.
Why are we even talking about it?
Well, because it's affected me a lot. You know,
Okay.
and in just your everyday life, you can use it in your personal life, in your work
You
life.
feel like giving an example, or is that too private?
Well, I mean, I was
here
going to
we
use
go.
one of his examples.
Let's use one of Brooks's examples.
Yeah, Brooks, go ahead. But it's kind of related to me as far as how I respond to certain things. He was talking about how he was at work and he had to go get something really quick, and he was running down the hallway and he ran into a glass wall, and
Really?
it shattered and cut him all up, and he had to go to the hospital and everything. And he said, I knew 100% that hall was clear. There was nothing in my way. I just knew 100% that it wasn't there. But the fact of the matter is, reality didn't change. Reality never changes. It's on your viewpoint of reality is what changes. The wall was there from the beginning. Just because he thought the wall wasn't there doesn't mean the wall wasn't there.
Wow.
And it all hinges on how you think of it.
Right.
He could think till he's blue in the face that the wall wasn't there, but the proof is
So your attitude and your outlook on a day is only controlled by
you. By you.
We like to blame it on everybody else.
And that's the number one thing that happens is we tend to say, oh, it's you. I'm the one that's perfect. You're the one that's giving me a bad day.
You have said that to me.
I have.
Well, and if you stem on that, another one of his examples in the book is
We've not got to Brandon's or Brooks's, but let's go to another Brant Hansen example. Okay.
is he's sitting in the turn lane, okay, to turn. Let's just say it's 3 lanes wide. He's sitting in the middle to turn, and then somebody coming into where he was almost hits him, and he goes, "Wow, that guy's an idiot."
It's only because he's not slowing down fast enough.
Well, then the next day it's the opposite way. Somebody else is sitting where he was sitting, getting ready to turn, and as he's turning in, he almost hits him. Wow, that guy's an idiot.
But
And then-
actually, he was the idiot today.
Exactly. So then, and that's what he says. He's like, "Wait a second, I was that guy yesterday."
Right.
So it's all in
All on how you interpret it. and
Exactly.
react to it. So at
So
the end of
it's
the
always
day,
somebody else's fault. It's not always somebody else's fault. It's all you got to take it and run with it yourself, and it's not somebody else's fault.
But what is encouraging about this is we as human beings have a whole lot more control of our happiness than we realize.
Exactly. If you
We
go,
choose to be miserable. We choose to be unhappy.
that's where I was going to go with. At the end of the day, you're in a bad mood, and you're talking to your wife or your husband or friends, saying, "I just had a horrible day," and they ask you, just sit back, take a few minutes, relieve that frustration, and just think about how your day went and the decisions that you made, and that'll determine. You'll find out very quickly you are the one that holds, the
Have you
facts.
ever heard attitude determines altitude?
Mm-hmm.
And attitude determines outcome.
Yep.
It's all in your attitude.
It is.
I think
It is.
Zig Ziglar calls it a checkup.
From the neck up.
From the neck up. All right, folks, enough on that, everybody. We here at Wellers are excited about it. That's all.
We are.
Everybody's listening or reading the book. It's affecting each and every one of us in a different way. Everybody thinks I'm the offender. They're thinking they're the ones that have been offended. Now we've realized, shame on them for allowing themselves to be offended. We're better than that, because that's
We are.
really the truth, isn't it?
It is.
All right, well, enough on that. Is there something else you would like to talk about, or is that it?
If there's enough time, we can talk about carports.
Carports, we already talked about them. That
Did
was
you?
the early morning show.
Oh,
What are you
okay.
going to tell us?
Well, I was
They're
just
$9.95 for an 18 by 21.
There you go. I was just going to push out there that now's the time to buy. You know, we're going into the cold season.
People are
and weather.
ordering them in sheds, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Time of year, got to get it out of the weather.
Exactly.
And you want to order now.
Oh,
Because,
please.
Because the
Please
longer
order now.
you wait,
Well,
the longer it's going to take to get, because
and
the
last
more
year
orders.
and this year has been off the charts
Yes.
for the shed industry, for the carport industry. They can't keep up.
Right.
And so please, please, please stay ahead of it, because everything you order, it just never goes as planned, and people tend to forget what was said when they ordered it.
All right.
And when the bad weather comes, that's going to affect
Slows it down
shed
even
deliveries,
more.
carport
Yes.
deliveries, people putting them up. You can't install it on top of
Oh,
the
Brooks,
snow.
you're just making that stuff up.
I am just making it up. Yeah. These trucks can drive through a couple feet of snow.
Right. In
Install
other
them on top of the snow.
Right. And they'll be level when they're done. Deal with the frozen ground.
Yeah.
All right. It makes sense. I got it. Okay. I'm not offended, though. I'm not
Good.
offended.
That's great.
Good. All right. I guess when you're in sales, you really need to be unoffendable.
You really do. And it's tough. It's very tough in sales, because there's so many different people out there that
But
you have
even
to
the
be prepared
scenarios.
to deal with a wide variety of people, and
Right.
people are going to be people.
But I mean, look at what we sell. Everything we sell, none of it we've manufactured.
Yep.
So we're all at the mercy of whoever manufactured it. And whoever manufactured it might have had hundreds of people touch it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when it comes to warranty, we're not allowed to do anything that's represented as a warranty without permission from the manufacturer.
Right.
And it just goes on and on and on and on. You know, so you got the customer that's got a problem. They want you to resolve it. We're not allowed to speak a word until we get permission from the manufacturer to even speak on their behalf, you know, and it just goes on and on. Then you've got the opposite thing. People want to buy it. They never like the price. They never like the size. They never like the color. It can't get done quick enough. We all need to just relax a little bit.
Yeah, I've been on
and
that
realize
side of
that
the
we're
fence.
still people here. You know what I mean? No matter what the name of a business is, it's still people.
Yeah.
It's a collection of people that make up a business. And we need to realize that. Because I'll tell you, when I get upset and stuff like that, I start thinking to myself, what I want to make sure, however I'm handling this situation, that in the event I had a heart attack right now, that guy I'm talking to is so happy with me, he may give me mouth-to-mouth resuscitation or whatever, okay? Or go to work on me with CPR or whatever that's called. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you're talking to people and thinking about people, man, I see posts on Facebook where people say, oh, I chewed them out. And then their kids are standing there. They do it in front of their kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I remember a man, Mr. Bill Sammons, used to always say, you teach what you know, but dang, you reproduce what you are.
Right.
You know? And that's
Right.
not always a great thing, but you never know. All right, we're unoffendable today.
Yes, we are.
Please, but don't try us. Okay? We'd rather not be put to the test if we can help it. Carports, let's get them ordered.
Yes.
All right. Now, are people allowed to buy more than one? That's the first question Jack Riddle's going to ask me.
Absolutely.
So people could buy 2 carports.
Yes, we've actually had people buy multiple, like 3 and 4 carports at a time. I think Brooks actually had a customer that bought, what was it, 10?
10 at one time.
10 at one time.
Isn't that something?
Mm-hmm.
And they were going to different locations.
Holy mackerel.
And they were
Did they
able
charge
to,
extra? Or?
No.
Really?
I mean, you have the sales tax if you're out of state, because a couple of them were in North
okay.
Carolina, a couple of them were Virginia, and the
Okay.
rest of them were in Delaware. That was the only difference.
Man, we sell stuff all over, don't we?
Yep. And they were able to install them in the same time. So it's not like,
No
okay, we did
kidding.
this one this week, and next week we're going to do the 6 in Delaware, and next week we'll do the some in Virginia. They were able to get all 10 of them installed within the same, couple of day span.
Wow.
Yeah.
Our average customer, travels 100 miles or greater?
I would say at least.
I would say half our customers are not from Delaware. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
It's all that advertising we do.
Tell you what's really amazing when you start
What?
to see those Alaska customers. And I mean, it's amazing. If you look at the reports, at the end of the month, there normally is, I would say, at least a half a dozen, if not a dozen, Alaska throughout the year. And then, like, Alaska's like other than Hawaii, it's probably the farthest place away from here that's in the United States.
Where are we advertising in Alaska?
That's what I want to know. I wonder if there's some guides sitting up there.
The guides everywhere.
Yeah,
All right. Well, 105.9 is also streamed. I just thought of that.
Yeah, so, and the internet is everywhere. So I mean, they could be watching us in Russia or Europe or
Wow.
India.
I did sell gem cars overseas. I forgot where they went. Were you guys working for me then?
I don't think so.
not.
All these tractor trailers came. We had to go next door and use their loading dock and load them up. Then they went to Baltimore and got put on a ship and went to some other country. It was amazing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we have a lot going on here at Weller's, don't we?
do.
We're not just kayaks and Kleenexes.
Yeah.
Hey,
a
are we
Weller's
going to
sticker
have it
everywhere.
where people can, what's it called? Try
Yes.
a kayak. It's the newest thing.
It's
Try a kayak.
It's our new hashtag on Facebook.
Yeah, try a kayak. If you'd like to do that, come on in. If you want us to take a picture of you doing it, we will.
There you go.
Okay?
Yep.
Try a kayak.
Then you can take it home and put it in Adobe and get some water behind in the background.
There you go.
Then
Sharks.
Yes.
Or the Loch Ness Monster. I got to get to work here, guys. What are you doing? Are you done, Brandon?
I'm done. I'm going to let you take over now.
Oh, let me take over. Please, don't offend me, though, all right? All right, did I mention free food? I did. Is there any donuts left, Brandon?
There are some donuts
There
left.
are some donuts left.
And some
all right.
juice and coffee.
Huh?
And juice and coffee.
And juice and coffee. All right. It's a new thing. It's going over pretty big, hasn't it?
It is. Everybody loves it.
And we'll make the
Everybody
coffee for you if you like.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to talk about L&W Insurance. I'm going to talk about insurance now, okay?
Yes.
Since we're trying kayaks, my mind went to insurance.
That's
okay.
Mine would too.
Okay. Anyway, my insurance agent that I've dealt with for many years, at least 25, if not 30, I lose track of time, is L&W Insurance Agency. Bill Strickland has a good team, and they are in the commercial business, but they also sell homeowners insurance, health insurance, auto insurance. They also sell life insurance and commercial coverage also, workman's comp and so on. If you would like to get a second opinion on the insurance you have, they welcome that opportunity. But if you have a business and you just want to deal with an insurance company that has your interest at heart, they have been serving Delaware for over 60 years. They're one of the largest independent agencies in Delaware, and they represent you, the policyholder, not the insurance company. So that's very important to keep in mind. When you get a quote, you can get a quote on more than one brand from one place. So you're not just saying, oh, I can only get a quote on brand ABC or whatever. So anyway, who am I talking about? L&W Insurance Agency. LNW, what is it? LWinsurance.com on the web. Just LWinsurance.com on the web. When you give them a call during the day, you're going to get a live human being to answer the phone, and it's 856-7828, 856-7828, or in Dover, 674-3500, or Kent County will say, 674-3500, lwinsurance.com on the web. Give them a call, check them out, see if you are adequately covered and got the right stuff. You know, I want to go to Wilson's auction. Not only do I want to go there, I want to buy something. But in the meantime, I'm going to go to their website. So if you are listening, follow along with me, folks. Every Saturday at Wilson's Auction in Lincoln, starting about 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, they have a huge auction. There's stuff outside, there's stuff inside, and it runs well into the evening, okay? So I just want to let you know that that is going on today. Now I'm looking at, there's a real estate on Shawnee Road in Greenwood today. Ooh, I didn't know this was going on. All right, so they are selling some property today at 2 o'clock. And let's see what it says. It says directions, Shawnee Road, Greenwood, traveling east on Delaware 16 in Greenwood. Delaware, turn left onto 36, Shawnee Road. Proceed 5.5 miles to the property on the left, or traveling south on 113 in Milford. Turn right onto 36, proceed 4.7 miles to the property on the right. I got to go check that out. Do you know where it's at?
It sounds like it's 5.5 miles down 36 from Greenwood.
Milford. From here, from Milford.
From Greenwood. 4.5 coming, or 4.7.
Well, I'm going to go find it, okay?
Yep.
Amidst a rural setting. Anyway, it tells the tax map number and so on. I'm going to go check that out. So this is very interesting. This is today. Oh, here's a picture of it. So you can go to Wilson's Auction. Oh, that's a nice little house. I might buy that as a rental. I know exactly where that's at. All right, I may own another house, but anyway, I just want to let you know Wilson's Auction can sell your stuff. Like if you have stuff you want to sell, you can take it there to Lincoln, and they will sell it for you. Okay, and it's over with. It's done. It's gone. It's over with. And then if you have a lot of stuff and you want them to come to you, they can do that. If you have a building or a house full of stuff and you need it loaded up and hauled to the auction, they can do that. If you have property you want to sell, they can do that. If you have a low-digit tag you want to sell, they can do that. If you want to buy a low-digit tag, they kind of are the experts on that. You can go to their website and click down at the bottom, and it says Delaware tag prices, and that's so interesting because it's not tags that are for sale. It's tags they have actually sold. to give you a feel for what tags have been. I think there's 10 years worth of tag sales on there. So anyway, Wilson's Auction, I highly recommend them. Dave Wilson and Wade and Albert, their whole team does a really good job. They're honest, they're dependable, they're trustworthy, and what you bid is what you pay. Dave really wants me to make that clear to you. What he's saying is there's no buyer's premium. And people say, what is a buyer's premium? They ask me this all the time. What a buyer's premium is where you go to an auction, you bid $100, and the auction company charges an additional 10 or 12 or 15%. So your $100 was no longer $100, it's now $110, $112, $115. Okay? If you're the one receiving it, it's a premium. Now, Dave Wilson says if you're one paying it, it's a penalty. If you bid $100, you should pay $100, and that's what you should pay. So at Wilson's Auction, they take pride in that. So give them a call. Tell them I sent you. What in the world is their phone number? 422-3454, 422-3454. On the web, it's on the World Wide Web, it's wilsonsauction.com. And don't forget, every Tuesday night, they have a car auction, 6 o'clock, right there in Lincoln City, Delaware. Brooks, what is the next thing we need to talk about?
Well,
oh, my goodness.
We have a lot of things going on here.
I'm skipping everything here. You're taking too long, all right?
Well, we get
We've
going.
talked
It's
about
just hard
the
to
car
stop.
show. Can I hit the car show one more time, please? Am I bulldozing again?
No.
All right. The Delaware Breast Cancer Coalition is having a cruise-in today in Georgetown, Delaware, at the 16 Mile Brewery, starting about 3 o'clock. Then there's a free concert with the cruisers at 5 o'clock. Bring your own chair. There is going to be a 50-50. Then you roll right into tomorrow, same place, 16 Mile Brewery. They're having a huge car show. All kinds of cars. There's going to be all kinds of motorcycles. There's going to be a swap meet. There's going to be a craft fair. It's an all-day event, so make plans to check it out. Then there's a live auction at noon, and guess who the auctioneer is? I think it's Dave Wilson. So anyway, if you have any questions whatsoever, call Levin Clark at 302-500-1128. That's 500-1128, or I like to say it, 500-1128. Call Levin now, even if you just want to say good morning. He takes good mornings, okay?
Does he?
Good morning, Levin. How are you today? All right, Brooks, what's next?
Well, one thing I wanted to mention that we have on sale right now,
Okay.
we actually sold out of them and now have more. So people that were looking for them, they're a multi-positional folding ladder. And you can actually...
Them aluminum ones?
Yes. And you can use aluminum.
Okay.
But it folds up nice and tight to where you can put it away and it doesn't take up a bunch of space.
Literally store it in a closet.
Exactly. But I mean, you can have it, like an extension ladder where it's all the way out. Mm-hmm. You can have it where the top section folds down if you're trying to get to a certain area. It's even set up to where you can, use it on the stairs. You have a shorter end and a taller end.
Their screens out, washing their windows.
Exactly. So they're very, very lightweight aluminum, and they are just a really good deal.
Trunk of a car.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it's that foldable.
Yes.
Do they hold a couple 100-pound person?
That's correct.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And right now we have them on sale
$249?
for $75.
Hold on. I mean, I see these things on TV, $200-$300.
Yeah, $75.
For real?
Yep.
Are they brand new or are they used?
Brand new.
Are they blems?
They're
Is
not
something wrong with them?
No.
They're
We
missing nuts or
can
bolts or
make
what?
them used if you want. If you feel better about getting such a
You'll
good deal.
stuff it up?
Well, yeah.
Drag it across the
I'll
parking
open
lot.
it up. I'll walk to the top, walk to the bottom.
Okay.
Okay, now it's used. So here you go. Now, if
Now
you feel
better.
better about spending only $75
Did you
on
say
it.
$75?
$75.
We must have got a deal on those.
Oh, I'm sure we do.
You can't buy a normal 6 or 8 foot aluminum step ladder for $75.
Not at all. And those open up and close up. There ain't much you can do with them.
Correct.
So this you can there's so many varieties of how it sets up. So you can
Have you
use
ever
it.
been on it?
I personally have not used it, but I've seen
Have
it.
we ever
used.
opened one up out here?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep, we actually opened one up and used it as a platform to
Really?
put some of our stuff on.
Okay.
So
they're good for trade shows.
absolutely.
All right, stay tuned. Weller Does Delmarva. The final half hour is coming up. The big news will be announced. We'll be right back.
Be a Sea Witch Scaredy Cat, October 23rd through 25th. Costume parade, sea witch hunt, horse shows on the beach, and tons more. Visit beach-fun.com or call the Rehoboth Dewey Chamber at 227-6446.
When you have a septic problem, just call the Midway experts. They
Let's face it, installing a septic system and keeping it in good working order is one chore you'd rather leave to someone else. But choosing the right someone is critical. It's a good reason to trust Midway Services, earning your confidence for more than 25 years throughout Kent and Sussex counties. Call Midway Services today, 422-8603. That's 422-8603.
From the first town in the first state in the USA, we're WXDE, Lewis.
Delaware 1059.
The mud are covering a section of Highway 58 in Southern California. KCBS TV's Randy Page says the process is slow and steady to get rid of it.
Starting at the front of the line, digging out the dirt, tow truck comes in and hauls away a car, then they dig out the next one and they haul the next one away.
That highway is a major one used by truckers. It could take days to clear it. Over in Tehachapi, California, KCBS TV reporter Erica Nuclin.
The mud is still up to 6 feet deep in some areas. The line of trucks and cars all abandoned, many with their doors still open.
I think it'll work.
Truck driver Mark Turner has nowhere else to go now but the Red Cross shelter. He's setting up for the long haul, preparing not to see his family for several more days.
I just do what I got to do, no matter how long it takes. They see me when I get home.
About 3 dozen homes have been damaged by the mudslide. Interstate 5 traffic rolling again. More rain, though, is possible in the region. CBS News Update, I'm Dave Barrett.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Want to take back control? A Generac home standby generator protects your home against power outages every second of every day, all year long, automatically, whether you're home or away. Control your power, control your life with a Generac home standby generator.
Contact Satterfield and Ryan, Delaware's elite Power Pro Generac dealer at DelawareGenerators.net or call 422-4919.
Hi, Dan from Satterfield and Ryan. How can I help you?
Hi, Joe, Instant Slogan Company. Here goes. No zip, no drive, come alive with. Who are you again?
Dan at Satterfield and Ryan.
Okay, here goes.
But we...
Satterfield and Ryan, we don't stop trying.
Listen, Joe, we have a slogan. Satterfield and Ryan, do it right the first time.
Okay, so you don't need a slogan. What do you need?
I need you to pick up your phone and give me a call at 422-4919.
Satterfield and Ryan, electric contractor in Milford, a big part of the community since 1931.
Do it right the first time.
Hi everybody, it's Jim Weller, and I have got a hydraulic log splitter that I want to make go away. So here's the deal. It's brand new. It's a 22-ton hydraulic wood splitter, log splitter. It's complete with hydraulic fluid, so it's got almost $100 worth of hydraulic fluid in it. It's got tires and wheels on it, so you could move it from place to place if you need to. Gasoline engine, and it's our demo model, which means we have put gasoline in it, we have started it up, and we have shown people how this thing operates. It is brand new though, and it normally sells for $1,300 to $1,400, anywhere in there. I reduced it down to $1,099, and I just want to get rid of it, so my last and final offer is $977. That's right. Now the only thing is, I got one of these. So it's a you snooze, you lose special. If it's gone, it's gone. I can't get any more anywhere near that price. $977.
Everyone says Halloween is a scary time of year, but not really when you've got your good friend by your side, your pet. Make sure your local companion stays happy and healthy with the help of Concord Pet Foods and Supplies. Look for these great October specials. Pro Plan Shredded Blend Dog Food in the 35-pound bag is $34.99. Purchase 2 cans of Wilderness Canned Cat Food or Basic Canned Cat Food and get one free. Receive $6 off Nature's Variety Instinct Raw Boost Patties. Greenie's Dental Treats in the 12-ounce bag is only $14.99. And Tidy Cat Scoop and Cat Litter in the 35-pound container is just $12.99. That's just the beginning. While you're at Concord Pet, ask about their frequent buyer programs to receive even bigger savings every day. Make sure your loyal friend, your pet, stays happy and healthy during this month of Ghouls and Goblins with the help of the place that loves all pets. Concord Pet. With 29 locations, there's bound to be a Concord Pet Food and Supplies near you.
Concord Pet Foods and Supplies for everything your pet needs.
Delaware 1059 presents Delmarvelous Women. Do you know a woman who volunteers her time to a great cause, always goes above and beyond for her family and friends, is successful in business, or is a great role model in the community? Tell us about your Delmarvelous Woman at Delaware1059.com. Nominations will be accepted through October 30th, and 18 women will be chosen to be in the 2015 class of Delmarvelous Women. An elegant dinner banquet on November 20th at Heritage Shores in Bridgeville. Delmarvelous Women is brought to you by That Granite Place, offering granite, marble, and quartz. Turn your kitchen or bath into a masterpiece. Call 337-7490. Visit thatgraniteplace.com or stop in just off Route 13 in Bridgeville. And Inspirations Boutique, Route 13 Camden, devoted to those who have or are fighting cancer. Custom fitted breast forms, wigs and apparel, inspirational gifts, and some insurance accepted. Call 698-5299.
The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 1059.
Okay, everybody. Thank you very much for listening and tuning in. We're in the final half hour of Weller Does Delmarva. You can also watch it at wellerdoesdelmarva.com. And it's been a busy morning. We've had a lot of different guests on. We've had a lot of things to talk about, and we are just about done for the week. If you ever want to be on the show, you have a business, you have something you want to promote, we are for hire, and we work cheap. We don't work for free, but we're affordable. Let's put it like that. We're very affordable. So, and we try hard to get a good job do a good job for our advertisers. Speaking of advertising, I want to talk to Earl about something that just happened here at Weller's. But this is Earl Jackson. Good morning, Earl.
Good morning, everybody.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. Ready to go today.
Ready to go. I want to say congratulations. Was it yesterday you sold your 400th trailer?
Yesterday I hit my 400th trailer for the year.
Excellent. Your goal is 500?
My goal that I set for myself at the beginning of the year was 500.
All right. Well, we're going to help you get there.
I will say I couldn't have done it without the team we have here.
Well, thank you.
Appreciate all the guys in the yard at work, other salespeople, yourself included.
Well, thanks.
And it makes a big difference when you have a good team. You can accomplish those goals.
Yep. And I actually think as a team we're just getting better and better all the time.
No doubt about it.
I really do.
Honing our skills.
Honing our skills. Did you tell me we just sold a generator already this morning?
We had a gentleman come in this morning from down in Princess Anne, Maryland.
Okay.
Took advantage of some savings on his taxes.
Yeah, 6% right there.
And bought a real nice Champion generator.
Big one, 9,000
Very
watt.
nice one, the biggest one we have.
Wow.
He said he's not going to be stuck this winter with no electric.
I think that one has electric start too.
It does.
Yeah.
Electric start.
Isn't that nice? Huh?
Has a remote start.
Does it really? Wow. Okay.
And it has a nice long generator cord that you plug in that gives you 4 more receptacles.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like that twist lock on the end?
That's correct.
And then you plug it in, and then on the other end you've got 4 more
receptacles. That's
wow.
right.
That came with it.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, that's like an $80 cord.
Absolutely.
How much was it? Does anybody remember?
The generator?
Yeah.
$747.
For real?
Yeah.
I don't get excited about that part. Folks, the bottom line is if you've ever needed a generator in your life, we literally have 500 and some generators in stock. We might have less than that now. And we put them on sale till the end of the year. Now, some of them we're going to run out of, but we just want to liquidate them. We've owned them for maybe a couple years, and we need to turn them into cash. They have a full manufacturer's warranty. They're brand new in the box. But if you ever needed a generator, whether you go camping, whether you're a contractor, we got a lot of parades coming up. People might need a generator for their float or something like that. And we got the deal. I think we have a 4,000 watt one, a nice little small one, but big enough for like $277.
Yeah.
Same one.
Yep.
We looked it up on Amazon recently, and it was $330 on Amazon. Same brand, everything. So
we have a large selection of different types of generators for different people's needs.
Yep.
So you're not just going to come here and get the biggest one we have. That's the only one we have.
Right.
So we have a variety for everybody's needs.
I think we have the largest variety on the Delmarva shore, to be honest with you.
No doubt.
Bigger than a box stores or anything. And we got them all out in our showroom. Earl can help with that. But Earl, what else are you into? You got anything else you want to say?
Pretty much you guys hit it pretty hard already. You got the carports we're selling, the sheds.
Anybody dry trying a kayak?
I've had people, yes, do that.
Okay.
In the showroom, we get them into kayak, and they love it.
They're dry trying it.
That's correct.
Yeah, we're going to dig a pond
it's
out here
the problem
someday.
with the paddles, though.
Right. They can only paddle air.
Inventory off the shelves. And,
right. That's true.
I have to
or your
work
shins.
to do after they leave.
Yeah. Or your shins.
Yeah.
If you're standing nearby. But you can get a feel for it anyway. But we sell a lot of kayaks. It's been amazing.
It's amazing.
We've
It
jumped
is.
right into that. I think we've probably sold 200 kayaks this year.
At least, yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
And that's
That-
coming in halfway through the season. We didn't start until
So, like-
about June.
Yeah.
And the kayak season really starts in
But
March,
we're one of the
April.
biggest kayak
Yeah.
dealers around now.
Yeah.
I'll be the first one to admit when they first came in, I was scratching my head. Like,
Oh,
are you
Earl.
kidding me?
You
And
mean
they
we-
took right off. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm a believer.
It's like, you mean you ordered how many of those?
And then we just get another truckload in.
We
Yeah,
did.
and we're already
Yes.
moving those.
Yeah, because it's a deal, folks. $177
Yeah.
for a brand new. What's the brand? I forgot it.
Sun Dolphin.
Sun Dolphin. Okay. Sun Dolphin kayak, 8-footer,
Yep.
brand spanking new in the bag. They don't come in a box, right?
That's correct. They're in a bag.
And they come with a paddle.
Yep.
That's about a
Free paddle.
$40 value. $177.
That's correct.
Isn't that insane? I mean, they're like
And-
$260 online.
Yeah.
That's a sit-in kayak.
Sit-in,
We have
yeah.
a sister to that kayak.
The sit on?
The sit-on. This is a fantastic deal with a free paddle. $199.
Still under $200.
Yep.
No sales
Outstanding
tax if
value.
you're coming from another state.
Yeah, so if you don't like the sit-in style and you want to sit on top side,
Or
we
if
have
you
them
want
both.
one of each.
Yep, absolutely.
One of each. Are they allowed to? Oh, is that okay? Are they allowed to buy
They
two?
can buy as many as they like. And we have multiple colors
Especially
available.
from Earl, right?
Most
They can buy
definitely from
Most,
Earl.
yeah.
As long as I'm out doing a trailer deal again.
Right.
He likes to
If
lean
he
on
has
it.
to.
He's beating me. You notice
Oh.
that? He's like little hints, little innuendos.
Well, I think it's...
But I do want to shout out to all the people who bought trailers from us this year. Thank everybody individually.
Yeah.
You know, our customers are our business.
Do you have a list of names you're going to start going through?
Yeah. but at the same time, I do need a little bit of help.
Because you want
I'm
to get
going
one
for that 500. I'm at
Yeah.
401 at this point.
There you
so
go.
99 more.
I think you're going to do it, Earl.
And it's you know, like I say, the team will help me, and we can make it happen.
You know, when we ran out of that one trailer, I think we lost some momentum. That $599 trailer.
Well, we have a 509.
Now we
Now
do.
we do. Yeah, we got some more in.
We have the best price on a trailer.
Brand new, a 2016.
Are they really?
Yes, they are.
Man, them babies are fresh.
Yes.
They are.
They're
Oh,
as
yeah.
fresh as them donuts.
I had paint all over my hands from one while. I mean, they are so fresh.
All right, Earl. Thank you. Anything else?
Not at all.
All right.
Just
Well, we
get in
enjoy
here today
having
and
you.
see us.
We're thankful you're with us.
All righty. Thank you, sir.
All right. That was Earl Jackson, everybody. If you don't know him, stop in and say hi. And if you do know him, stop in and say hi. Free coffee and donuts. I see people out in the showroom. We're going to have a good day, Brooks.
I think so.
We're going to have a good year.
I believe
We're
so.
unoffendable.
Yeah, we absolutely are.
We don't need you to try us, though.
Please don't test us.
Please don't pull out in front of us. All right. The next
But
week's show.
honestly, that
who's
has
bulldozing who here now?
Yeah, I got to every once in a while.
All right.
But you talk about personal experiences, and that's
Yes.
is one spot. Actually, one of the couple spots that this book has really helped me because I would say I'm short fused, and that's not a good
kidding.
thing. So. And
What a
road rage
discovery.
is something, somebody cuts me off or something like that, or somebody's driving 40 on the highway that's 55 speed limit. So, and that's one area where I've just kind of let it go, getting upset, irritated, frustrated about it. There's no point in it anyway. It doesn't help anybody. All it does is make me feel worse. So that's one thing. Reading this book has really helped me pay attention to that. It's brought it into the light.
Right.
So, back to you, Jim.
Back to me. Thank you, Brooks, for
Sorry.
letting me have my own show back. Mr. Bulldozer over there. All right, next week's show, guess where we're going to be?
Where are we going to be?
The Dry Zone Red Barn.
Yes.
I love going there. I always learn something new. They've got all these gizmos and gadgets, and there's been so much rain and wet weather. They've got all these stories and experience. They were telling me about, they were just recently at a restaurant down at the beach that the sidewalk had eroded away. The ground had eroded away underneath of it, and they literally, with their poly level stuff, were able to raise and level that sidewalk.
That's
I can't
pretty awesome.
believe how they do that stuff.
Yeah.
Not to mention crawl spaces and sump pumps and the walls you can put in the basement. I've never seen nothing like it. They're just amazing. So anyway, we're going to be at Dry Zone next week. DryZone.com on the web, right on Route 16 in Ellendale, the big red barn. Come and see us. Anyway, listen, we ought to talk about Mid-South Audio, all right? They do a great job. They're a busy group of people, and if you are having an event, planning an event, it could simply be a graduation, it could be a wrestling match, it could be a concert, you could be bringing in a special speaker, and you say, my gosh, I don't have enough speakers, I don't have enough microphones, I don't even have a soundboard to begin with, all I've got is this little, PA system or something like that, but I need something bigger. I want it to be professional. I want it to be quality. I don't even know what I'm doing. I need help. You just give them a call. One call does it all. Whether you need wires, mics, amps, speakers, whether you need somebody to run the equipment, whether you need a platform, a stage, whether you need decking, whether you need like lights, spotlights, things like that, they can handle everything. Whether it's an inside event, an outside event, whether it's in Delaware, it could be in Virginia, it could be in Maryland, it could be in New Jersey, it could be in New York, it could be PA. So if you're visiting the shore and you're listening and you're going to have an event, or maybe your building or your organization or your church or whatever is having trouble with the sound system they have, or they want a new one, or they need a part or an upgrade, or they just need everything tweaked from start to finish, A to Z, they can help you out. It's called Mid-South Audio. Real easy to find them on the web because it's midsoutaudio.com. Going to give you a phone number. It's 856-6993, 856-6993. And I also want to mention, if you are a singer or a performer and you want to record something, they have a full-blown first-class recording studio right in Georgetown. And they also have a room adjacent to it with all kinds of instruments in it. So in the event you need somebody to play an instrument, or in the event you have somebody that needs to play an instrument for you while you're making your CD, album, DVD, whatever in the world you want to make, they can help you out. So who in the world are they? I'm going to say it one more time. That's it. The legal limit. This is one more time. MidSouthAudio.com. And it is 856-6993. I love dealing with them. I love talking about them. And I know if you deal with them, they're going to treat you fair, square, honest, and do a great job for you. All right, Brooks, what else? We're going to be open today. We're open today, right?
Yes, we are open.
We got free food. Hey, you know, there's a... Oh, I got to tell you about this. What is it I'm trying to think of? Tell me.
Clue.
Wednesday night. Milford.
Yes, the
parade. Okay, the Milford Community Parade is this Wednesday night. I think it starts at 6 o'clock. I can't remember for
6:30.
sure. 6:30.
We have to be in line by 6 o'clock.
Be in line by 6 o'clock.
Yep.
Brooks is going to be in the parade, and a couple other Wellers people.
That's correct.
Colin Walls, Dan and Becky Gaffney, and myself are going to be involved with. I know we're going to be streaming it, and it's going to be unbelievable. So if you're going to be there, stop by and see me and allow me to interview you. Okay.
You're going to be over there near City Hall, the museum right there?
Yep,
okay.
the Milford Museum. Colin's going to have his big Catch It Live truck and so on and so forth.
Cool.
It's going to be neat. So stop by and let me interview you if you're going to be there, okay?
Yep. And
Interviews
look for us in the parade.
Free. Smiles are optional.
Yep.
What?
Look for us in the parade. We're going to be pulling one of our nice...
How will they know who in the world you are?
Well, we're going to have a
so
truck that's going to be like all lettered up in front of the trailer we're pulling.
Okay, dead giveaway.
Yes.
Dead giveaway, everybody. All right, so anyway, make plans to attend this event, all right?
Yep.
What else? But I don't know where you can watch it. I think it's catchitlive.com.
Yeah, catchitlive.com.
Colin's going to be streaming that thing. You know what people love about that?
What's that?
Is everybody in the parade can go home
and then watch their stuff.
And watch the parade.
Yeah, I did that every year that we've been in it. It's... You know, I went back. Well, since they've been streaming, I went back and watched because it's you don't get to see the parade.
The years they didn't stream it?
I couldn't. I just
isn't that a nice service, Colin?
Absolutely. I thought it was a great idea, and it's a great service.
Everybody gets twice the bang for their buck.
Because I used to enjoy watching it before we ever started doing parades.
Right.
And now you can't watch it when you're in it.
You're in it.
So it's a lot of fun going back and watching and seeing the different acts come through and see who else had what. Because you get to see some of the folks when you're going to line up, but you don't get to see the whole parade.
Right. So you get twice as much promotion.
Yeah, and it's a huge parade. I mean,
spread the word, folks. You can watch it at catchitlive.com, but better yet, come watch it in person, and better yet, come let me interview you.
Sure.
I'm going to be honing my interview skills. Okay. Less bulldozing.
There you go.
All right. What's next? You want me to talk about Jerry Santoro, or you got another subject?
Well, one thing I wanted to bring in, more
you're getting much more aggressive.
I'm trying to. It got to when you're talking.
Okay, go ahead.
But we need used trailers.
Man,
we have been
I can't
selling.
Keep them.
Yeah, we've been selling them like crazy.
60 or 70 of them things.
Yeah, I think we have one enclosed used trailer outside, and we have a few in the open market. So we
what
really
are you saying?
are looking
If
for
somebody
more.
wants to buy a trailer, they can trade it in.
Absolutely. If they want to sell their trailer, if they want to trade it in, if you have a trailer that you're not using,
if they want to sell it?
Yes. We'll buy it, bring it by.
Even if they're not buying anything from us?
Even if they're not buying anything
from us. How does that work?
The
money's only going one way.
Well, it's not the preferred way to do it. We'd rather trade it in towards something new.
Okay.
but it is an option.
Okay. So you're saying if a person has a trailer and they're done with it, or they kind of need the cash and they want to turn it into cash, and maybe next year they're going to buy another one, or they just no longer have a need for it.
That's correct.
We'll just stroke a check and buy it from them.
That's correct.
Do they have to have a title?
They have to have a title. Has to be in their name.
Duh.
It has to be clear.
Okay.
The VIN number has to be visible on the trailer and
Oh.
has to match what's on the title.
Oh, really?
Just a few stipulations, but then we'll take a look at it. Give you an idea what we'll give you for it, and go from there.
You know what else we learned?
What's that?
It can't be tagged in Maine if you're a Delaware resident.
Yeah, that used to be you could, but not anymore. It's something that's
Right.
changed. Yeah.
So if you have a trailer and you want to trade it in or sell it, and it's tagged in Maine, and you're a Delaware resident, you have to get a Delaware title.
Yep.
That's a new one.
That's correct.
All right. Anything else there, Mr.
And if it's something extremely specific that might not be something that we would purchase outright or trade
or we
in,
can't get together on a price.
yeah, we could also consign it for you.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
What's that cost? I mean, do they got to pay us if it doesn't sell?
No.
So if somebody has a trailer they want to sell and we can't get together,
Yep.
then you're saying they can literally leave it here for no charge.
That's correct.
We got all this road frontage. We do all this advertising.
Yep.
We'll try to sell it for them.
That's correct.
What
And
happens if we don't sell it and it's been here a month?
Then they can come back and pick it up.
But I mean, do they have to pay us?
No.
Why wouldn't we charge them something?
I don't know why we wouldn't, but we're just trying to take care of the customer.
Okay. In other words, so you're saying if a guy is thinking about selling a trailer in his own front yard or placing an ad, spending his own money, he don't need to.
Yeah. Why bother? Why go through the headache of bringing people to your house, having to
What
go
if
out and
people
talk
like
to each
total
one?
strangers coming to their house?
Then more power to them. I would take the advantage of going somewhere where people were coming to look at trailers anyway.
Right.
And then, use that market. That's a whole different market. Somebody's
Right.
not,
We might
going
get
to
you more
their
money.
house
Right.
to look at a trailer other than specifically lures. So now we got people looking at all types of trailers that might see their trailer and be like, that's the one I want right there. So, especially if it.
You said that very well.
Thank you.
Very well. So you're saying we sell things on consignment.
That's correct.
All right. Can I move on now?
Yes,
I want to talk about firewood.
I'm going to let you take the rest of the show.
I woke
and run
up
with
this
it.
morning thinking soon people are going to be thinking about firewood, and whatever amount of seasoned firewood there is right now will run out.
Yeah.
So the time to buy seasoned firewood is before the season.
This morning I thought I could use a fire.
Tis the season.
Yes.
Tis the season to buy seasoned firewood, okay?
Yeah.
I got the best deal around for you here, folks. Jerry's Lawn Care. Jerry Santoro, been serving the community for over 10 years. Locally owned, locally operated, real good guy. He sells and delivers firewood. Seasoned firewood. That's the key. Seasoned firewood. Mixed hardwood, oak, cherry, and hickory. Split and delivered within about 10 miles of Greenwood. A little bit further, he needs just a little bit more for the gas, okay? Very fair and reasonable man to deal with. They're about 16 to 18 inches long, $175. Start looking around. You're going to find them for $200, $225, $250. As it gets colder, the price of wood usually goes up. Right now, Jerry's got it $175 a cord. Don't snooze because you may lose. Give him a call. Going to give you the number in just a minute. Get your pen and paper ready. He also does tree trimming, tree removal. I had somebody the other day that I referred him. We're in the big storm. They had a big tree, didn't come over, but it moved in the ground, snapped some roots.
Ooh.
Yep, which means it's just going to start dying.
Yeah.
And he wants to get it down. Okay, it's right next to where he parks his cars. So if you have a tree that needs a little trimming, you have one that you need removed. If you've got an old stump that you want ground or dug up, he can handle that. So it's one call, does it all. It's Jerry's Lawn Care, 363-6025, 363-6025. Even if you have a lawn irrigation system, he does winterizing of that also. So good guy. He does lot clearing and so on. Give him a call. Jerry's Lawn Care, 363-6025. He's on the web at jlc-llc.com. Brooks, can I hit a couple of our specials?
Sure.
Do you mind?
I don't.
Okay. I want to talk about the socks. I hate talking about the socks because now we are losing significant money every time we sell the socks. All we're trying to do, and I do need to say this, we're not going out of business. We're not going broke. We are just trying to dump as much inventory as humanly possible between now and the end of the year, because we have some humongous plans we want to share with everybody soon that are going to happen, that are going to require some substantial money next year. So if I can dump $500,000 worth or $1 million worth of inventory between now and the end of the year, I want to. And I'm going to do it starting right with the socks. Okay? We've had these socks now. They're brand new. We bought tractor trailer loads of them. Nothing wrong with them at all. They're in a package, aren't they, most of them?
Yeah.
But we have women's socks, dress socks, kids socks,
Yep.
and work socks.
Yep.
Men's, women's, kids, and so on.
Yep.
We have a crazy deal. Now, this deal is only good till the 24th, which sounds like next Saturday.
Yep, one more week.
One more week. I hear that we are literally selling hundreds of pairs of socks a day.
Absolutely.
Okay. 30 pairs, folks. That's 60 socks. 30 pairs of socks. Brand new. $10.77. This is not a misprint. It's not a joke. They're not blems. They're not sewn crooked or anything like that. They're brand new. I bought them straight from the mill. And it is 30 pairs of socks for $10.77. People can buy all they want. Are you having people buy more than?
Absolutely. I mean,
like
people are coming
packs?
in and buying, because that if you get the package socks, that's 6 pairs in a bag, so that's 5 packages.
Okay.
I'm having people come in and buy 25 packages, 30 packages. So I mean, they're taking advantage of that special, 4, 5, 6 of those specials.
Now I've heard stories. Some people are buying them to give to homeless shelters.
Yep.
Some of them are buying to give to VFWs to send to the troops.
Yeah, we actually had somebody the other day came in and bought 5 of those specials. Because their neighborhood is doing the Stuff the Socks thing for the troops.
Oh, okay.
So he came and bought 5 of those specials. I mean, we're going to run out of thank you bags with filling up all these socks, and then their trunks are full of packages of socks.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
So everybody wins for sure. I'm losing money. I just want to get rid of them. I want to be a blessing to everybody, but that opportunity absolutely ends next Saturday. Again, if you're listening and you're from out of state or visiting, you're not going to pay a dime in sales tax either. We take cash, checks, credit cards. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, bullion. Do we take bullion?
I don't know about that. You
Okay.
might have to talk to the boss on that one.
All right. How about this little air compressor? We selling any of them?
Yes, they
What
are.
is that called? A 5-gallon electric air compressor.
Yep.
For $47. That's pretty cheap, $47. We still have some. Is that right?
Yes, we do.
Tell me about these tablets. A brand new Android platform, touchscreen, 7-inch tablet. Not refurbished, not factory service, brand spanking new.
Yep.
Is $50 correct?
$50 is correct.
All right.
And it actually comes with earbuds and a cleaning kit.
For free?
At $50, yep.
All right. So they're going pretty good. The flagpole, this is the one we saw at the fair, almost $300. $300, $299 plus shipping online, same brand, same flagpole. $177.
That's correct.
20-foot tall aluminum telescopic flagpole with one flag holds 2.
Yes.
All American made.
That's correct.
Okay.
And we have accessories for them too if you want. We have other flags.
We have the solar light to go on top.
We have a solar light for the top. Yep.
How about the? Go ahead.
On that tablet bundle, just to hit real
Yeah.
quick, we are running out of things as far as that package is concerned. So you want to come in and take
So
advantage
even
of
though
it.
it's all good till next Saturday, you need to get right on it.
That's correct.
Call me 337-8228. Enjoy the weekend. Thank you for tuning in. Watch the show at wellerdoesdelmarva.com. Thanks, Fran. Thanks, Brooks. Thanks, everybody. God bless you. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
The preceding program was a paid commercial presentation. Local news first on Delaware 10.
October's National